Call Farless Realty today and let a realtor sell it for you. Ready to buy a home? Don't waste precious time. Farless Realty can help you, and interest rates are still reasonably low. They'll work hard to find you a home that will fit you and your family and your budget. Contact Farless Realty today at 270-365-5058 or stop by 323 South Jefferson Street in Princeton. And you can also check out all their listings on Facebook and at farlessrealty.com.
And we're still trying to ascertain what's happening down at midfield right now.
They're reading the KHS AA mandate on sportsmanship currently as the captains are at midfield.
So the Tigers look like they have won the toss and deferred.
So Caldwell County will have the ball to start the second half. LaRue County will take control here in just about 3 minutes to get this one underway. Cold night tonight here at Tiger Stadium. And doing a little heater work over here on the side also. But a strong wind coming from the cab building end out towards the highway end, 91 end here at Tiger Stadium. So that's going to play a little bit. LaRue County will have the wind at their back to start this ball game as Caldwell County gets set to come through the banner, Bob, and they're having some trouble with the banner with that big wind. It's taken several of these students to hold that banner up for the Tigers to even run through. So it's going to be a cold night here at the stadium. I think that will account for the kind of small crowd here tonight for a second-round playoff game. We really expected more of a crowd tonight, although, last week was kind of a small crowd. Everybody anticipated that one being a blowout, and actually turned out to be. But this week's crowd not a whole lot bigger than it was last week. As the Tigers come out and take the field. LaRue County now coming out to take their sideline. LaRue County doesn't look like it has near the number of players that Caldwell County does on our side, Bob. It's still a team that we've got to reckon with tonight. And come out and take care of business early is going to be big for the Tigers.
And when somebody opened the window or opened the doors, I don't know whether it's coming in this window or not, but
yeah, I think we had to open the window for the camera to get the glare off. Hey, Brent. So Tigers are ready here. We're just a little over a minute to go in this one. We're going to take a real quick break and be right back, because that is going to do it for our pregame show tonight. Pregame, of course, brought to you by McGregor Group Heating and Air. They can take care of all of your, let's just call it heating needs at this point of the year. We'll get back to the air conditioner next August when the Tigers start again in 2A. But right now, if you've turned that heater on and it's not working, or you've got some problem with it, doesn't seem like it's doing what it needs to do, give them a call at 270-896-5044. That's the McGregor Group Heating and Air, and we are glad to have them as our sponsor. We're going to take 30 seconds and be right back. You're listening to Tiger Football on 1580, 103.3 WPKY.
Princeton Electric Plant Board. Meter tampering is dangerous. Tampering with an electric meter is not only dangerous, it is dishonest and against the law. Stealing electricity by tampering with an electric meter may result in your arrest and can even risk your life. Tampering with meters results in increased utility bills that everyone has to pay. If you see anyone tampering with an electric meter, call the Princeton Electric Plant Board right away at 270-365-2031. Princeton Electric Plant Board, Princeton's #1 energy source.
Getting ready to kick. And we are back at Tiger Stadium. Caldwell County to kick off here to start the first quarter. First quarter brought to you by our friends at Cozy Living. Kickoff is brought to you by Lake Barkley CrossFit. You can never be too healthy, too strong, or in too good a health. Lake Barkley CrossFit has classes designed for any fitness level, and they're always free to come out and try. Kick's going to be a short kick, received at the 29-yard line by LaRue County. They'll take it to the middle, look for a hole. Good job by the Tigers to cover on that one. The forward progress will give the Hawks the ball at the 31-yard line. And that's where we'll start this game. LaRue will come out with the starting quarterback, number 2, Connor Baker. He's a 6', 160-pound sophomore. Coach Earl coming in behind us here. Look for a big dose of number 20 for LaRue County, Bob. That's Anthony Atkins. He's 6'4", 225, a senior, 1,400 yards on the season, 20 touchdowns, and a Louisville signee as of last week. So we'll keep an eye on number 20. But a lot of ball is going to go to number 3. Also, Jeremiah Belton, a 5'8", 170-pound sophomore.
And they open in the wishbone look, full house backfield.
Handoff is over the left side. Good job by the Tigers to hit and stop that one after about a 2, maybe a 3-yard gain. Tate Van Hoosier on the tackle for Caldwell County.
Pick up a 3 yards on the play.
Ball spotted at the LaRue County 34-yard line. One thing about that wishbone, Bob, no wide receivers in it, so that can bring Trell and Jameer all the way back in close to inside the box. Now LaRue County is going to go with a couple of receivers out to the right. They'll go out of the I formation, giving Caldwell County a couple of different looks here to start this ball game. They're set. Snap goes back to Bolton. He gives it to the deep back, who finds a hole. He's across the 40, and he's all alone unless Riley can chase him down. He's at the 20, the 10, 5, and touchdown LaRue County. That is number 20, Anthony Adkins, flag back at midfield. And I think it's going against LaRue County. And if it is, that's a big break for the Tigers because he hit that hole and nobody at home as the wideouts were to the other side of the field, had Trail and Jameer both in coverage on that side. Once he broke that line of linebackers, it was all LaRue, but it's going to be a holding call against the Hawks. That'll bring the touchdown back.
Penalty flag about the LaRue 48-yard line, so they'll take them back to their
that was a late hold, Bob, because he had already broken the line, and fortunately for Caldwell County, somebody downfield was guilty of a hold. So the points off the board for LaRue County. And they will have it
probably second and 3.
Looks like, let's see, they've got it spotted at the 38-yard line. Got to get to the 42.
Or 41.
41, okay.
And repeat second down, so it's second and 3 for the Hawks.
And they're going to go with that same formation, I formation, 2 receivers to the right for Connor Baker. Caldwell County shows blitz. They're bringing everybody up to the line. Flags go down. Caldwell County was bringing everybody but the cheerleaders on that play, and I think the
I'm not sure that anybody jumped. I know we were moving, but we didn't jump offside.
Tigers going to say, or the officials are going to say somebody was touched across the line, but it's going to be on Caldwell County. And that will give LaRue County the first down on the call. So 1st and 10, LaRue County. Ball spotted at their own 43-yard line. I formation with 2 receivers to the right. Baker set. He hands off to the deep back Atkins again. Atkins finds a hole, gets across midfield, still on his feet, and down into Caldwell County territory at the 45-yard line. Tate Van Hoosier again on the tackle for the Tigers. But Bob, the kid is a load, and they've got some size up front. You look for Van Hoosier and Burden to have big nights tonight for the Tigers. Burden already over 100 tackles.
And the 4th play of the drive coming up, 1st and 10 for the Hawks.
The offset I for LaRue County. They hand it to the up back, and he's not going to pick up maybe a couple. Good job by the Tigers. That was number 28, Russell Young, on the carry for LaRue County.
Pick up maybe 2 yards on the play.
2 yards to the Tiger 43-yard line. LaRue County goes to the huddle. They're not a fast-paced team at all. You look for that play clock to go down maybe even single digits at times. Right now setting at 15, and they're just coming to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down and 8 for the Hawks. Just underway here in the first quarter, no score. Offset I for LaRue County, still with the 2 receivers to the right. Deep back Atkins gets the handoff. He's across the 40 and down to about the 39-yard line.
We're going to call it the 40.
Bring it back to the 40. I thought he had fallen across there a little bit. 40-yard line, pickup of about 3 on the play.
Brings up a 3rd and
5
for the Hawks.
So this is where Caldwell County's got to make the stands tonight on these third and middles to hopefully third and longs as the night progresses. LaRue's going to come back to the full wishbone, no receivers. Extra tight end in for the Hawks. Snap is back, and it's going to be hit in the backfield. Good tackle by Caldwell County. See if we can pick a number up on that.
63, maybe Devin Kilgore again.
63, Devin Kilgore got into the backfield and hit Jeremiah Belton. So it's going to be 4th down and 6 for LaRue County.
And a loss of 1 yard on that play.
So a tackle for a loss for Kilgore, and that's going to bring out the punt unit. Bob, you talked about this young man has a tendency to maybe hit him off the side of his foot a little bit. So Caldwell County hopefully will come out with good field position here. They send Trell Riley back to his 10-yard line. Also East is back for Caldwell County. Kick is up. It's going to be a low line drive, and that one's going to roll out of bounds inside the 20 at about the 18-yard line. And you're right, Bob. He didn't really put like a lot of power into that kick at all. It barely cleared the players at the line of scrimmage.
I was hopeful that it didn't bounce off one of our guys.
Yeah,
because it was
I don't
low
think
enough.
The ball got much over 8 or 9 feet off the ground the whole way down, but it's going to be spotted. Caldwell County has 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line. They'll send a trip set to the left. Jaggers in the backfield with Hollowell. One receiver this side. Jaggers drops back. He's got some room. He's going to bring it out on his own up the middle. He's across the 25, the 30, going towards the sideline, hit from behind and brought down near the 34-yard line. So a good recognition by Joby Jaggers. Saw that middle open up, didn't hesitate. He took the ball and had a big gain all the way up to the 34-yard line. 1st down, Tigers. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Handoff goes to Hollowell. He finds a hole up the middle. He's across the 40, 45, still on his feet and brought down at the 47-yard line. So good run by De'Eric Hollowell, 6-foot junior for Caldwell County, having a great season. Caldwell County quickly back to the line of scrimmage. They want tempo to be a part of this game, and so far so good. 2 backs in the backfield with Jaggers. He hands off to Jameer Riley, tries to go left, cuts it back up the middle. He's going to pick up about 3 on the play down at midfield. It's one thing Caldwell County loves to do, Bob. They don't play very many players both ways. They love to get this tempo up and down and wear out anybody for the opposing team that's got a lot of starters on both sides of the ball.
So far, all offense on the ground.
Handoff goes to Hollowell. He's going to be hit and thrown for a loss. No, he said his knee. He took off like his knee never touched, but they're going to mark him down back at the 49-yard line, so it'll be a loss of 1 on the play. Third and 7 for the Tigers as they'll send 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Looks like Newsom to the far side. Jaggers drops back, gets a rush. He's going to have to scramble, and he's going to go down all the way back. Still, he escaped. They called him down, though. They called him in the grasp. Back up at the 35, 36-yard line is where they're going to spot this one. So the sack on Jaggers is going to bring out Trip Branch for the punt.
Marked at the 36. You have to say the 36. Loss
36.
of 13 yards.
Jaggers had a receiver on the near sideline, but he had a lot of pressure and probably made a wise decision instead of holding that ball up and trying to throw it on the run. Snap is back to Branch. He doesn't get off a great kick, comes across midfield out of bounds, and LaRue's going to have great field position starting at their own 45-yard line. So a tough night to punt, plus Branch is going dead into the wind here in the first quarter. 6 minutes, 30 seconds left here in the first quarter. No score. Each team has had 1 possession so far. Neither team able to do very much. And LaRue County will come back on the field. LaRue County 6-5 on the season. They beat Union County to make it to the second round. Caldwell, of course, beat Edmondson County last week here at Tiger Stadium. Wishbone set for LaRue County. They're going to hand it off to number 3. He finds a hole up across the 45, still on his feet, and brought down at the 42-yard line. That is Jeremiah Belton. Belton getting a lot of carries early in this ball game, a sophomore for LaRue County. That was enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the Tiger 43-yard line. Everything on the ground so far for LaRue County. They'll keep the tight end in, going to the wishbone set. Baker under center. He's going to hand off to Atkins. He goes over the left side, shakes a tackle across the 30 down to about the 26-yard line of Caldwell County. Bob, somebody's 6'4", 225. He's got a quick first step. He hit a hole on that left side and picked up what looked like another first down, but there is a flag down on the field. We'll try to see what this call is.
Looks like it's against the Tigers.
Bob, I mentioned to one of the chain gang members last week, Donald McGregor works the chains, and I said, it's a personal foul face mask against Caldwell County is the call. I said, I never saw a flag on the field last week, even though they threw them. He said they were having a hard time picking up a flag over there. They didn't see very many. So a big penalty against Caldwell County is going to move the ball all the way down inside the 15 to about the 13-yard line of Caldwell County. 1st and 10, LaRue County, deep in Tiger territory. And you got to suspect it's going to be a big dose of number 20, so Caldwell County's got to set up for that. Caldwell shows blitz, and they come across and touch. That one's going to go against the Tigers also, I think. Offsides against Caldwell County. So that'll move the ball inside the 10, Bob, down to the 8-yard line.
Making it 1st and 5 for the Hawks.
Wishbone set for LaRue. Quarterback under center. Hands off, they're going to come left, trying to find a hole. That's Belton. He's across the 5, down to about the 4-yard line. Nice pursuit by Caldwell County, but still very close to a first down. LaRue can get a first down without scoring. It's going to be 2nd down and just about 1. Caldwell County's crowd not able to get into this one much yet. It's been mostly LaRue County stat-wise here in the first quarter. It's going to be Connor Baker under center. Wishbone behind him. Handoff goes to Atkins. He bulls his way down towards the goal line. The pile pushes back. I saw no signal from either official, but they're going to mark him about a football length away from the goal line. It is a first down, but Bob, their eyesight has to be pretty good to mark a ball that close, because you're looking at the distance between the laces and the football, the tip of the football, from that one getting across the end line. 4:30 left to go in the first quarter. No score, but LaRue County knocking on the door as they come to the line of scrimmage. They'll set up in that same wishbone. So far it's been mostly Belton or Atkins. It's going to be Baker keeping this one. Quarterback sneak and ruled touchdown as the arms go up. So it's touchdown LaRue County. That one coming at 4:11 to go in the first quarter. And as Bob said in the pregame, LaRue County not known to go for the extra point. They'll try for the 2. And I guess when you've got a kid the size of number 20, 6'4", 225, you're going to run a lot of those. And as soon as we say that, Bob, they're going to come out and set up in the,
do the kick.
the extra point. So maybe
maybe they'll have a transfer come in this week, Dennis, or something.
Sure, Caldwell County knew this. Maybe this was a little twist for the Tigers. Ball down and kick is up, but no good, woefully short, and obviously that's why they mostly go for 2-point conversions. That one didn't have a chance, barely cleared enough to get into the end zone. So with 4:11 to go in the first quarter, it's LaRue County 6, Caldwell County nothing. We'll take 30 seconds and be right back. You're listening to Tiger Football on 1580, 103.3 WPKY, and worldwide at WPKYonline.com.
Trilogy Performance Sports in Princeton. Trilogy offers a wide range of classes to help you reach your fitness and well-being goals, like yoga, gymnastics, sports training, team training, cardio, kickboxing, and weightlifting. They have family discounts, and your first class is free. So come work out in a family-friendly environment at Trilogy Performance Sports. Located directly behind Cash Express in Princeton. Open 5 a.m. to 9 p.m. 7 days a week. Be better than you used to be at Trilogy Performance Sports Princeton. Telephone 270-601-1824.
Back to Tiger football on WPKY Princeton. LaRue County has it spotted up, teed up at the 40, ready to kick this one off after the quarterback keeper by Connor Baker gives them the 6-0 lead here on Caldwell County. 4:11 to go in the first quarter. LaRue comes to the line. It's a ground ball. It's going to be picked up, thought at the 30. Caldwell County finally covers it. That ball rolls all the way back to the 24-yard line before it's finally covered by the Tigers. As we said, we're going to try to keep up as much as we can tonight with action from Elizabethtown. So we will look for those scores periodically tonight. But first things first here, it's hard to look too far ahead on that one. Jaggers gets it to Riley. Jameer shakes a tackle at the 30, breaks into the open field at the 40, dodges another tackle at the 50. He's going to switch sides. He's back across the 40, down to the 30, trying to push a player off at the 25-yard line, slung out of bounds. But a great run by Jameer Riley all the way down to the LaRue County 25-yard line. Good stiff arm a couple of times on that run by Jameer Riley.
51-yard run that time by Jameer, taking it into LaRue territory at the LaRue 25-yard line.
Caldwell County quickly back to the line of scrimmage. Trip set to the left.
So far, it's all been on the ground for the Tigers.
Not sure if LaRue County has the right number of players on the field. Quick hit goes to Trace Olden. It's complete at the 25. Tries to shake a tackle, but brought down near the 23-yard line. Area scores are brought to you this season by Brad Harrelson of Encompass Wealth Management. Contact Brad Harrelson with Encompass Wealth Management for all of your financial and retirement planning needs. Really, the only score we're looking for tonight is Paducah Tillman Elizabethtown. Early on, it's E-Town up 7-0. Handoff up the middle for Caldwell County. Gets it over the 20 and into the red zone of LaRue County. Derek Caldwell on the carry. Gets it down to the Hawk 18-yard line.
Gain of 5 yards brings up 3rd and 3 for the Tigers.
Caldwell County is going to bring an extra tight end in. Pitch comes back to Hollowell. Hits the 15, heads up. He's got enough for the first down. Gets inside the 10-yard line down to the 8. Good blocking by the Tigers up the field as Hollowell picks up the first down. 1st and goal for the Tigers from the 8-yard line. 2:48 left to go in the first quarter. Caldwell County looking to answer. Two backs in the backfield with Jaggers. He gives the handoff to Jameer Riley. Tries the left side, still trying to pick his hole, trying to get all the way out, and a shoestring tackle. Had he got by that one tackler, Bob, he had the corner of the end zone, but a nice tackle by LaRue County puts Riley down. He may have picked up 1 on the play down to the 7.
If Jameer can run north-south, he had a little hole there that he decided, thinking he could get wide.
2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left for the Tigers. 2-back backfield with Jaggers. Jaggers hands it off to Hollowell. He's hit at the 5. Or the 6. Looks like they're going to mark him back at the 6-yard line. Big hit on Hollowell. So 3rd and goal for Caldwell County. Facing a stiff breeze here. Maybe part of the reason Jaggers not going to the air tonight. Early on in this ball game at least. Now Joby's going to drop back. Looks over the end zone. He's going to have to scramble. He's got some room to the near side. See if he lowers his head and tries to get it. Hits it and touchdown Tigers. Nice second effort by Joby Jaggers. He took a hit at the 3, lowers his head, and dives over the goal line. Nice run by Joby Jaggers. He had some open field, Bob, but everybody in coverage saw that he was going to keep it after he passed that line of scrimmage. They came out to meet him. One player met him at about the 3. Jaggers popped the helmet a little bit with the LaRue County player, took the dive in from there, and it's touchdown Tigers. Caldwell County sets up for their extra point, trying to take their first lead of the night. This one's up, and it is good. So Caldwell County, with 1:30 left in the first quarter, takes the lead, 7-6 on LaRue County.
Yeah, that was number 81 doing the extra point kicking.
That's what they called. I did not pick up his number from the side.
We'll give it to Barrett.
Extra points are brought to you by Taco John's of Princeton, a bold, unique take on Mexican food featuring street tacos, 3 for $5 at Taco John's of Princeton. Sounds right good right now too, Bob.
Yeah, something.
Hot
something
taco and
that,
a taco, you can't beat that.
Put that hot taco in your hands and goodness gracious.
So Caldwell County answers the touchdown by LaRue County. Tigers tack on the extra point, and they now lead this one 7-6. That one set up by a big run by Jameer Riley to put us down in position. Finished off by a nice run from Joby Jaggers. Probably one of his toughest runs of the season. And it's going to be Schultz with the ball teed up at the 40. Caldwell approaches. Kickoff is going to be short again. It's going to be received at the 40-yard line. He finds a hole up the middle and gets across midfield, lowers his head, bowls over a couple of Tigers, and finally brought down at the 41-yard line. So, Bob, that's two design kicks not to go very far, just the upbacks for LaRue County. Maybe Caldwell County thinking they're going to bobble it or
fall on it.
We can get it maybe touched and get a player on it first, but it hadn't worked out. And LaRue County able to return this one into Tiger territory at the 41-yard line. So Baker will bring his crew out. They'll set up in that wishbone. They've had a lot of success with it so far here in the first quarter. This one's going to go to the right back. That's Belton. He's getting up across the 40, down to about the 37-yard line on the run. Jeremiah Belton. Bob, was that their other 1,000-yard rusher?
That was their other, and he and Anthony Atkins are stepbrothers.
Belton has 6 or 7 yards shy of 1,100 yards on the season. Wishbone set for Baker again. This time it's Atkins. He's going to go left. Tripped at the line of scrimmage, stays on his feet, and bowls over a player out of bounds down to the, the 26-yard line is where they're going to mark that one. So it's going to be enough for a first down for LaRue County again. So 1st and 10 Hawks. Bob, until Caldwell County does something to change it, looks like LaRue County's found what they like in that wishbone setup. They're in it again. Up back this time, takes it over the 20. That's Russell Young on the carry for LaRue County.
Takes it to probably the
right at
20,
the 20-yard line is where they're going to spot that one. They're not giving a lot of forward progress on the falls here early on in this ball game.
2nd and 4 for the Hawks.
Trying to find a few other scores here. Nothing really early. Of course, we said Tillman down 7-0 in the first quarter at E-Town. Wishbone set again. It's Atkins going right up the middle. He's hit and brought down, maybe a couple on the carry. Much better job by the Tigers on that one as that run takes us to the end of the first quarter. So after 1 quarter of play, it's Caldwell County 7, LaRue County 6. We'll be back with second quarter action in just a minute. You're listening to Tiger Football on 1580, 103.3 WPKY and worldwide at WPKYonline.com.
Determine whether someone else stays warm this winter? Pennyrile Electric can take your dollar and do just that. The Pennyrile Electric Plus One program offers an opportunity for citizens in the Pennyrile Electric service area to provide services and assistance to your neighbors. You simply agree to have $1 automatically added to your monthly bill, and your contribution will be used to help pay electric bills for people in need. Want help? Look for the Plus One insert in your statement. Stop by your local office or sign up online anytime at PRECC.
Back to Tiger Stadium. Getting ready to start the second quarter of action here as Caldwell County leads this one 7-6. Second quarter brought to you by our friends at Cozy Living.
Ball marked at the 17.
17-yard line looks right. 3rd down and 1 coming up for LaRue County. Bob, I don't think they attempted a pass that first quarter, did they?
They did not.
Okay.
And
I'll
we
be
only
surprised
and
here.
we only attempted one.
Right,
Dennis.
that's rare for us, but right by the book for LaRue County. This one's handed off over the right side. Good job by the Tigers. Not much there. They may spot them down close to the 15-yard line, but
yeah,
looks like it is enough for a first down, though. Nose of it just shy of the 15-yard line. 1st and 10 for LaRue County. And it's just going to be a tough night for Caldwell County. That line and that linebacking core are going to have some bruises by the time this one's over tonight. LaRue comes out in the I formation, offset I with 2 receivers to the right. They'll give it to Atkins straight up the middle, lowers his head, picks up about 3 on the play. Looks like they'll spot him just shy of the 12-yard line. For a kid 6'4", Bob, he really does get low. He lowers that head and runs much shorter. He could, if he stood up, he'd be an easy target at 6'4", but he does a good job of lowering those shoulders and using that leverage. Ball spotted, what do they call that, at the 12-yard line. 2nd and 7 for the Hawks. Offset I with 2 receivers to the right again. Pitch is going to go to Atkins on the left side. Finds a hole, shakes off a tackler, and goes in for the touchdown. So with 10:45 to go in the first half, LaRue goes back out in front. 12-yard touchdown run by Anthony Atkins, the Louisville signee for LaRue County, puts the Hawks back on top, 12-7. So we'll see. After that attempt of that extra point in the first quarter, Bob, I don't think they're going to even think about that the rest of the game. They're going to set up in that offset I again and 2 receivers to the right. They'll go for the 2-point conversion. It's going to be Baker trying to run it himself. He's tackled all the way back at the 10. Good job by the Tigers. 63. Devin Kilgore with a nice chase on Connor Baker. So with 10:45 left to go in the first half, it's LaRue County back out in front, 12-7. And Bob, this is something that if you do the math, and I'm no mathematician by any means, but if you can keep LaRue County from adding the extra point or the 2-point conversions, and we score right with them, eventually that extra point that we can put on the board is going to make a difference in this ball game and put us at least a possession or a field goal ahead at some point, maybe.
It's definitely crucial that they have missed 2 attempts to either get 1, in that particular case, get 2. So that does come back to haunt you eventually.
Because Caldwell County has a couple of kids, Byred and Schultz, that can put it through the uprights on the extra points fairly easy.
Now this would be a good opportunity to get a good, decent field position, which we have not gotten on either of the other 2 kickoffs that we've had.
Caldwell County has some hands players up front. You've got Burden. You've got Mitchell Harrelson up front for Caldwell County. Against this wind, Caldwell County should come out with pretty good field position. As LaRue County has it teed up at the 40, they approach. Low line drive grounder is going to be picked up at the 37-yard line. Good coverage by LaRue County. Keeps Caldwell County shy of the 40, but still pretty good field position for the Tigers as they'll come out on the field and try to match the latest score by LaRue County. Stay tuned at halftime. We'll have all of the first half stats coming your way with Bob. A look ahead to the second half. Area scores brought to you by Brad Harrelson. At the end of 1, it's Ballard over McCracken County, 13-6. Caldwell County trip set to the left, 1 receiver to the right. Jaggers fakes the handoff, looks down the field, has some time, throws over the middle into some coverage, incomplete. He's looking for Gabe East on the throw. And flag comes out on the sideline as the referee was talking to, looked like maybe one of the Tiger players.
That proverbial sideline warning, maybe.
So that one comes early. We've seen a ton of those this season. I've never seen one penalized yet, but the warning apparently gets their attention. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. He's going to put East in motion across the middle. Jaggers fakes the roll this side, comes back over, complete, and ball on the ground. They're going to call it incomplete. Trying to go to Parker on a little wide receiver curl. Had it for a second. I think he lost his footing really more than he got hit, Bob.
He went down before he had possession. That created the droppage.
2 receivers each way for the Tigers. Hollowell in the backfield with Jaggers. 3rd and 10 for the Tigers. Jaggers drops back, has some time, goes over the middle.
Uh-oh.
And should be a flag on that one. No flag on the play. But looking for Parker. He did have a lot of coverage around him, but still a lot of contact before that ball got there.
Looked like the defensive player got there a little quicker than maybe what he thought. And
is there a flag? There's a flag down at the line of scrimmage. It's an illegal block against Caldwell County, so they're going to wave that one off. LaRue will refuse that one. That'll bring Trip Branch out for his 2nd punt of the night. Caldwell County with a good win behind their back here in this quarter, but unable to take advantage of that one. As Caldwell County will have to punt it away, trailing 12-7. Branch gets some pressure. Low line drive kick is going to be received in Caldwell County territory. I think their upback caught that ball
at the line at the 40 at the Caldwell 45 and
45-yard line. It'll be spotted there. Let's make it the 46, Bob. But he caught it about where he was brought down at. So Branch unable to get that one up in this wind to help him out with that one. And it's going to be LaRue County with a short field spotted at the Tiger 46-yard line as they'll come out leading this one 12-7. Wishbone set for the Hawks. Hand off to the up back. He's hit at the line of scrimmage, pushes the pile all the way down to about the 42-yard line. Van Hoosier again with another tackle. Another Brad Harrelson area score update. Madisonville leads Hopkinsville after 1 quarter, 7-0. Wishbone set for LaRue County. They'll give it to Atkins. He's hit and brought down. Nice tackle.
Did not gain, may have lost. No, I think they're going to maybe mark him at the 41.
Bob, that was your guy that got that tackle, Travion Samuel, with a big hit.
Go get him,
on
Travion.
Atkins. They'll give him forward progress down to the 41-yard line. 3rd and 5 coming up for the Hawks. Yeah, Travion he got hold of the legs of Big Atkins and did not let go. Good tackle by Travion Samuel. Wishbone set again. Caldwell County looks in on now. LaRue's going to put Atkins in motion. He drops back to pass. He gets some pressure, throws down the field. This one's going to be a wounded duck, just falls dead at the 30-yard line. Almost tackled Burden in that backfield and almost brought Connor Baker down for a loss.
And we'll see if 4th and 5, whether it looks like they are going to punt the ball.
So LaRue County sets up in punt formation. Caldwell County drops 2 players back deep. Fake punt. Snap to the up back. He's hit at the 40 and stopped. Caldwell County is going to have great field position. They'll give him forward progress to the 40. Whistle did there, but good job by Caldwell County not to get caught off guard. And they'll take over on the downs, on the turnover on downs. 1st and 10 Tigers from their own 40-yard line. We won't give the score, but Caldwell, or for Kentucky Wildcats, they are in a little bit of a fight tonight against SIU. Jaggers in the backfield with Hollowell. He's going to put Jameer Riley in motion. Riley takes the quick pitch. He tries to go right side up to the 42, pushed out of bounds just shy of the 45-yard line. That'll count as a pass. He did shuffle it forward to him. So pass complete to Riley. They'll spot it at the 43-yard line. 2nd and 7 coming up for the Tigers with 8:36 to go here in the second quarter. Hand off to Hollowell, tries to find a hole, hit at the 45-yard line and dropped right there. Third and 5 coming up now for the Tigers. Jaggers drops back. Pass is complete to Parker at the 45. He breaks a tackle across the 50 down inside the 40. So good job by Parker. Good catch. Gets it down inside LaRue County territory down to the 39-yard line. First down for the Tigers. Good quick hit. Jaggers to Parker on that far side. Two back set for the Tigers this time. Handoff comes up to Riley. Riley turns it upfield and gets to the 35-yard line, and that's about as far as he's going to go with that one.
Another good gain, though, on first down, 4-yard run by De'Eric.
Was that De'Eric? I thought that was Jameer.
Was it Jameer?
Yeah, Jameer on that carry, I'm pretty sure. Now Riley's going to go in a trip set to the right. Newsom, the lone receiver near side. It's a quick throw towards Newsom's side, overthrown, incomplete. It's going to bring up third down and about 6 for the Tigers. 7:26 to go here in the first half. LaRue County leads this one 12-7. Trip set to the right. Again, Newsom alone to the left. Hand off to Hollowell. He gets up to the 30 and should be close to a first down.
They're going to mark it at the 27.
Yeah. 27. It is going to be a first down. I didn't know how much forward progress they were going to give De'Eric on that one, but it is a first down. Tigers down to the Hawk 27-yard line. So big carry by De'Eric Hollowell keeps this drive going for the Tigers. Two tight end set for the Tigers. One wide out each way. It's going to be Hollowell up the middle, finds a hole down to about the 20-yard line. Good recognition, good hole opened up by the Tigers. Picks up 7 on the play.
The offensive line been blocking well on these run plays for the Tigers tonight.
Another quick hit from Hollowell. He's up across the 20 down to about the 15-yard line. That ought to be enough for another first down, Tigers. Caldwell County, Bob, they're a fast-paced offense, but they're going a little bit quicker than normal tonight.
And that obviously
had
yes.
2 runs in that one in less than probably 30 seconds of time elapsed. Tigers get the play in a rare huddle. And it's going to be a timeout taken by LaRue County with 6:34 to go in the second quarter. We'll take 30 seconds. You're listening to Tiger Football on 1580, 103.3 WPKY and worldwide at WPKYonline.com.
Tiger Sports, 1580, 103.3 WPKY and WPKYonline.com. Tiger Sports coverage is brought to you in part by Taco John's, Caldwell Medical Center, Farmers Bank and Trust, Black Patch Grill, Goodwin Insurance, Dr. Carl Hinton, Jeff Russo Attorney, First Southern National Bank, Little Caesars Pizza, and by McGregor Group Heating and Cooling on 1580, 103.3 WPKY. The voice of the Caldwell County Tigers.
Back to Tiger football. 6:34 left to go in the first half. Caldwell County trails LaRue County 12-7. But Caldwell County on a good drive here. Ball spotted at the 15-yard line of LaRue County. Tigers go 2 tight ends again. Hollowell in the backfield. Jaggers fakes it, goes corner route looking for Parker. Flags go down. And it's going to be pass interference against LaRue County. So good route by Parker. He had to come back a little bit for the pass, but still the contact way before the ball arrived by LaRue County. It's going to be pass interference on the Hawks.
And they'll mark it at the.
Let's see where they'll step that one off too.
Like a half the distance type thing.
Looks to be they're going to spot that one at the 7-yard line. First and goal for the Tigers. First and 2 for the Tigers. Jaggers looks to the end zone. In and out of the hands of, looks like Travis Newsom. And that's a rarity, Bob, because Newsom is money in the bank every time you go his way. But a cold night, it's hard to say that ball didn't just slip through and hit off of that chest plate, but bounces off incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 2. Score from Elizabethtown. Paducah Tillman up with 2 minutes to go in the second quarter, 14-12 over E-Town. Jaggers gives it to Hollowell, finds a hole, picks his way, and no signal. There's a signal. Touchdown, Tigers. Nice dash and dart run by De'Eric Hollowell. And Caldwell County back in front, 13-12. As Schultz will come out for the extra point. So both teams up and down the field tonight, mostly by the run on both sides, surprisingly for what Caldwell County usually does. But neither team able to make a lot of stops tonight as Caldwell County answers. Schultz tries to tack this one on for the 2-point lead. Snap is down. Kick is up. And it is good. So with 6:14 left to go in the first half, the Tigers back out in front. It's Caldwell County 14, LaRue County 12. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Tiger Football on 1580, 103.3 WPKY.
Tiger Sports, 1580, 103.3 WPKY and WPKYOnline.com. Tiger Sports coverage is brought to you in part by Morgan's and Lakeland Funeral Home, Princeton Drug Store, Princeton Electric Plant Board, Trice U, Trilogy Fitness, Woodall Agency, Rain Academy of Princeton, Community Medical Clinic, and by Audubell Hearing Center on 1580, 103.3 WPKY, the voice of the Caldwell County Tigers.
Back to Tiger football. Caldwell County up 14-12. This look at the scoreboard brought to you by Goodwin Insurance. Good luck to the Tigers from Goodwin Insurance, your locally owned independent insurance agency capable of handling all of your insurance needs. 6:14 to go in the first half. Caldwell County answers on a nice run by De'Eric Hollowell. It's the Tigers out in front now, 14-12, as they'll kick off to LaRue County. Wind at the back of Schultz on this one, so Bob, maybe he can get that one up in the air and drive LaRue back and get that field position away from them. LaRue County's had some good starts tonight as Caldwell County's tried the short kicks early on in this ball game. We'll see if we try to put it well back on this one.
To bring out our rushing attack so far tonight, Dennis, De'Eric 10 carries for 58 yards so far. Jameer 4 carries for 59 yards. And we're doing it on the ground as opposed to through the air.
Schultz approaches. Ball stays on the ground, fielded at the 32-yard line by LaRue County. They bring it up to about the 40 before Caldwell County brings them down just across the 40. Bob, obviously Caldwell County's coaching staff has seen something during the preparation this week where they feel like they may come up with a loose ball, a fumble, or able to recover, because we are not putting that ball in the air on the kickoff, maybe trying to keep it away also from the deep backs for LaRue County. You kick one deep to Atkins.
Definitely, we're keeping it away from them.
Wishbone set for LaRue from the 41-yard line. He's going to run it up to about the 45-yard line. I think that was Atkins on the carry.
I think Travion was in on that tackle too, Dennis.
Travion Samuel having a big night, as is Tate Van Hoosier for the Tigers. Ball spotted, nose touching the 45-yard line. 2nd down and 6 for LaRue as we're down to 5:40 to go in the first half. Wishbone set for the Hawks again. Handoff goes to number 3, that's Belton. Shakes off a tackle, gets up to midfield, and looks like he's got enough for the first as he gets into Tiger territory at the Caldwell County 48-yard line. Bob Belton is just the opposite of Atkins. Smaller kid, 5'8", 170, just a sophomore. But he's picking up some good yardage tonight also. LaRue back to the line of scrimmage, staying in that wishbone set. Connor Baker under center. Hands off up the middle. Ball loose on the ground. We'll see who covered it. Looked like LaRue County able to come back with it. Big break for LaRue County as they recover their own fumble down to the Caldwell County 36-yard line. Nice hit by the Tigers, but unable to capitalize, and the forward roll on the fumble gives LaRue County the first down at the Tiger 36-yard line. Even 5 minutes to go in the first half.
Big break for the Hawks then, Dennis. That would have been huge for us to have been on that ball.
Yeah, the way it's starting out, it's whoever has the last drive of the night unless somebody can make a stop here. Only passing formation LaRue's been in tonight is that I formation. This one's going to be blown dead. Looks like maybe LaRue jumped on that one. Oh, it's going to be a timeout, LaRue County. And we'll keep it right here, Bob, on this one as LaRue County calls the timeout. Stay tuned at halftime. We're going to have all of the first half stats, mostly run stats, surprisingly, for Caldwell County. About the, I guess you could count the times we've said that on one hand over the course of 4 years, but a lot of run offense tonight for the Tigers. That's going to come up at halftime. Halftime in this playoff game is brought to you by Lake Barkley CrossFit. So I hope you'll stay tuned for that coming your way. Again, the latest score we had from Elizabethtown with 2:01 left to go in the first half. It was Paducah Tillman up on E-Town 14-12. Same score we have here. Winner tonight takes on the winner of that Paducah Tillman and Elizabethtown game. If Paducah Tillman were to win that and Caldwell were to win this one, the Tigers would host that one. If E-Town wins, either one of these teams go to E-Town. Players back out on the field after the timeout. Looks like LaRue's going to set up in that wishbone set. 1st and 10 for the Hawks with 4:37 left to go in the first half.
Some conversation going on over here on the Tiger sideline with the white hat. Not sure what that's all about.
I think it looks like he was maybe talking to, is that Coach Riley? That was getting some type of explanation.
I'm not sure who he was talking to.
Now we're set to play. Wishbone set for Baker. Hands off up the middle. It's going to be Adkins pushing the pile at the 30 and still moving forward. No whistle yet to stop the play. Finally stopped, but Bob, he pushed the pile from the 30
yards
to the 25 and looks like it's going maybe enough for another first down. No, they're going to spot that one at the 27.
Let's call it the 27. It looks like second and 1.
It's going to be second and very short for LaRue County, but probably push the pile. What would you say, about 4 yards on the play at least?
At least.
2 receivers set to the right as they'll go to that I formation. Baker under center. Hand off to the deep back. Lowers his head, and he's got plenty for the first down up across the 25 down to about the 23. I think that was Atkins again on the carry. And it's been just a big dose of the Louisville signees so far for LaRue County.
Meanwhile, the clock continues to wind down. 3 minutes, 33 seconds to play here in the second quarter.
Only 3 formations so far tonight for LaRue County. They're going with this 2 wide receiver set to the right. High formation behind Baker. He's going to pitch to the left. It's Belton, hit and brought down near the 20-yard line. And Bob, we've noticed generally they will run away from the receiver side on these. Ball spotted at the 20 for LaRue County. As we are under 3 minutes to go here in the first half. Caldwell leads this one 14-12, but they're going to have to make a stop here. Wishbone set for LaRue. Handoff goes to the up back.
Maybe to the 18, a gain of 2.
Yeah, Belton covered on that one really well, brought down after a 2-yard gain. And I'm sure one thing LaRue County also wants to do, they're keeping an eye on this clock. They don't want to score if they were to and give Caldwell County a lot of time in the first half. Of course, Caldwell County gets the ball to start the third quarter.
3rd and 5 for the Hawks.
This would be a big stop here for Caldwell County, but you got to wonder if it's 4-down territory for LaRue County since they don't have much of a kicking game. Hit over the left side. It's going to be short of a first down to about the 16-yard line. Bashir in on the tackle for Caldwell County. But it will bring up 4th down for LaRue County.
4th and 3.
And this is the time for the stop right here. Minute 45 left to go in the first half. Caldwell County has a chance to take LaRue County off the field with a stop. 4th and 3. Wishbone set. Up back. Gets it. And it's going to be whistle dead flag on this side. It's going to be offsides against LaRue County. Caldwell County showed blitz, Bob, and I think that made them a little bit jumpy. They jumped off sides. And they did have the play action with Baker keeping it. He had some open room on that side, so it's a good thing, as Caldwell County likely would have lost the lead. Ball's going to be spotted back at the 21-yard line, now 4th and long.
4th and 8 for the Hawks, so it may be a passing down here.
LaRue County only throwing 6 times last week against Union County, but completed all 6.
They are going to split out receivers to the left side.
Some confusion for LaRue County as they see what they want to do. Now both receivers over to the left side, offset eye in the backfield. It's going to be Baker dropping back. He's got some pressure, throws. It's going to be complete down near the marker. And we'll see where they spot this one, the all-important spot on this one. Baker somehow able to get rid of that ball.
How to get rid of it, Dennis?
He was falling backwards, being hit, and threw a strike. And they are going to measure this one, it looks like. Big play here, big call on this one. We're down to 45 seconds left in the first half. And they call the first down on the measurement. So a big play by Baker, just barely got that one off. Threw a strike right at the marker. And the Hawks have 45 seconds from the Caldwell County, looks like the Caldwell County 13-yard line. Timeout's going to be called by Caldwell County. Bob, we'll just keep this one here as Caldwell County has facing the Hawks. The Hawks have a 1st and 10 from the Tiger 13-yard line.
Coach Barnes out on the field talking to the white hat, and I'm not real sure. The quarterback was just about ready to get sacked on that pass, but how he got it off, Dennis, I don't know. And how the receiver was able to catch it with our guy in front of him, more or less.
Yeah, we had pretty good coverage on it. The coverage wasn't bad. The pressure on Connor Baker was really good for the Tigers. Somehow the kid found a receiver at the marker, and was able to complete it. So now it's 1st and 10, LaRue County. They're going to bring that 2 receiver set to the right. We'll see if they run it the other way on this one. That's been their penchant so far in this first half. You've got Atkins in the backfield. He's the deep back. They'll give it to him up the middle, and it's going to be touchdown LaRue County. I don't see any flags down.
No flags.
So with 37 seconds left in the first half, LaRue County takes advantage of that fourth down pickup, and they retake the lead 18-14. So it's just like a kind of like a tennis match, Bob. Back and forth in this one. LaRue back on top now as we get close to the end of the first half. Of course, they'll try for the two. They tried the extra point kick early in the game, and we see why they didn't do much of that this season. Eye set. It's going to be a pitch to Belton. He finds a hole, and let's see if he gets in. They do mark him in. 2-point conversion, good. So with 37 seconds left in the first half, LaRue County has the lead now 20-14. It's going to be a tough matchup, Bob. We're going to take a look at the stats at the first half, and it's going to be a lot of running for both teams, but it's obvious that somebody's going to have to make a stop to make some separation in this, and if it looks like a two-score lead would be huge tonight for either one of these teams if you could get that. So stay tuned at halftime. We'll have the halftime report brought to you tonight in the playoffs by Lake Barkley CrossFit. Coming your way, let's see what the Tigers can do. 37 seconds, plenty of time for the Tigers to do something. We've seen them score with a lot less time than that. Crittenden County up tonight, a playoff game not far from here over in Marion going on. Crittenden County up in the second half, start the second half, 12-7. Short kick's going to be picked up and covered at the 40-yard line. So Caldwell County has 35 seconds and 60 yards from retaking the lead here at halftime. A lot of time for the Tigers. Winner of this game plays the winner of Elizabethtown, Paducah Tillman. Tillman at last report ahead in that one, 14-12. Two receivers each way for the Tigers with Hollowell in the backfield with Jaggers. Jaggers drops back, looks down the field. He's got some time, throws to the sideline, incomplete, overthrowing the receiver on the far sideline. I think he was again looking for Parker on that sideline. No, looking for Trail Riley, excuse me, on the far sideline. I'm not sure if Trail hadn't slipped and went down and he still could have made that catch, ball a little bit high. As Jaggers has still a pretty good breeze behind him, flag standing straight out here at Tiger Stadium.
And we're down to
28 seconds left to go. Two receivers each way for Jaggers, 2nd and 10. Looks down the field, now he's going to roll. He's got some room to this side, pulls up, and it's going to be a throw complete to Jameer Riley right at midfield. Good job by Riley to keep his feet in bounds.
I think he was past the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that's what I thought when he threw that, and they are going to call it flag down. He tried to pull up at the 40, went up to about the 41, maybe 42-yard line before he threw that one. So that penalty is going to go against Caldwell County as we are down to 18 seconds left to go here in the first half.
They're going to be down over, or is that loss of down? Probably second down again, I would think.
Looks like they're going to keep the second down marker on the far side on the chains.
Yeah, it is loss of down.
Yeah, it is loss of down. 3rd and long coming up for Caldwell County. Ball spotted all the way back to the 36-yard line. They've still got second down on the chains across the field.
Well, it is 3rd down with his signal over here.
And now the referee is instructing them to change it. 3rd down coming up on the plate. 3 receivers to the right for Jaggers. Newsom by himself to the left. Jaggers drop back screen set up by Caldwell County. It's complete to Jameer Riley at the 45-yard line. Stays on his feet up past the 50 and driven out of bounds. 5 seconds left on the clock. And they may put some time back on this one. About 5 seconds when he was pushed out of bounds. Hard to get the signal in the crowd over there.
They're going to mark it at the LaRue 48.
LaRue 48, 1st and 10 Tigers, but this will be the last play of the first half. They're going to put 3 receivers to the near side. Jameer Riley, Gabe East, Travis Newsom over here. That'll leave Parker alone on the far side. Still some conversation along the Caldwell County sideline over here with the officials. Halftime report coming your way after this play. Hope you'll stay tuned for that. Good one here tonight at Tiger Stadium as Caldwell County trails this one right now 20-14. The Tigers with 1 play here left in the half. 7 seconds back on the clock. So, Bob, it's conceivable they could make a quick hit to the outside and still have time left for another play. We'll see how it goes. But the Tigers do get the ball to start the third quarter. Jaggers gets the play from the sideline. He's going to put 2 receivers to the far side. He's in a 2-back set. Jaggers quickly to Newsom. Newsom in and out of his hands at the 40. Incomplete. 3 seconds left on the clock.
And we were going to see the hook and ladder on that play.
Yeah, that was set up pretty. He had Jameer Riley right at the outside. Trail Riley comes out, and East goes in for Caldwell County.
Yeah, we might see it again here, Dennis, as well.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. With the wind, he's going to get close to the end zone if he just hauled off and threw it. Jaggers over the middle to Parker, throws it up, and it's complete for Parker. He tosses it back to Jameer Riley, but Riley brought down at the 21-yard line. They had to set up a couple of open Tigers on the sideline on the far side, but that's going to bring us to halftime. So after 1 half of play, it's LaRue County 20, Caldwell County 14. Stay tuned. We'll be back with the Lake Barkley CrossFit halftime report coming your way. So we'll have all the scores around the area. We'll also have the stats from this first half. We'll look ahead to the second half. All that coming your way. So stay tuned. This is Tiger Football on 1580, 103.3 WPKY, and worldwide at WPKYonline.com.
Planters Bank. When we say expect great things, what we're really saying is Planters Bank is here to provide the financial services you need. Planters Bank believes in the strength of our community and is a full-service financial institution. Our employees have a true passion for helping our neighbors, and it shows. See Jake Pepper and the rest of the Planters Bank staff at 208 North Jefferson. Planters Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Hello, this is Gloria Smith with the law office of Jeff Russo. Are you buying or selling real estate? Are you planning on refinancing your existing home loan? If so, you should be aware that you have your choice in which attorney provides the legal services associated with such transactions. Our law office has over 50 years of experience in real estate law. We pride ourselves on being cost-effective and having a quick turnaround time. If you're in need of such services, call us today at 365-2763 or find us on the web at www.jeffrussolaw.com. We are located in downtown Princeton on the east side of the courthouse.
This is an advertisement.
The surgery team at Caldwell Medical Center knows the only minor surgery is surgery happening to someone else. So why complicate an already stressful situation with travel plans or a long commute? Our surgeon, Dr. Sue Petty, and her team of skilled nurses and technicians provide the highest quality of care right here in the comfort of your own community, close to your family and support network. To learn more, you can contact Caldwell Medical Associates at 270-365-0332. That's 270-365-0332.
Sure, everyone cheers for the young people playing the game, but what about poor old Mom? Mom, who makes sure the uniform uniform is clean. Mom, who makes sure everyone arrives to practice on time. Mom, who picks up what was forgotten and takes the item to their favorite player. Mom, who makes sure her athlete is fed and ready to go. Mom, who cheers for the team no matter what the score. The time has come to recognize Mom. Sign up today for the YourSportsEdge.com Sports Mom of the Month contest, presented by Magnolia 2 Boutique. Enter now at YourSportsEdge.com.
At Morgan's Funeral Home, we offer special services to meet the needs of those with special needs.
What separates us from the rest is how much our people care.
At Morgan's Funeral Home, we recognize that no two individuals are exactly alike, and no two people want exactly the same final arrangements either. We can help you make the choices that will both satisfy your wishes and meet your individual needs. Morgan's Funeral Home, serving families for over 100 years.
This is Brad Harrelson, a financial advisor with Encompass Wealth Management. I've been partnered with the Woodall Insurance Agency for the past 13 years. In just the same way the Woodall Agency has worked hard to be your local insurance agent, I want to be the person you think of for your financial advice. So give me a call at 365-5541 or stop by our office in Princeton to discuss your financial future. You'll be glad you did.
This is Pam Haverlock at Cozy Living Interiors and Boutique. We are so excited because this is our favorite time of the year. Guess what we're giving away? A recliner that massages and heats to a special veteran. So all you veterans, come out to Cozy Living Interiors and Boutique and register for this recliner between November 1st and November 10th. We will announce the winner at 3 p.m. on November 10th. We love our veterans and thank you for your service. Cozy Living Interiors and Boutique, 235 Northfield Drive in Princeton, next to the Bellin Alley. God bless the USA.
For authentic Mexican cuisine, head to La Pontesina Mexican Restaurant in Princeton or Marion. Maria's specials are a local favorite you're sure to love. Or you might want to try the new street tacos. Tacos de asada, tacos de carnita, or tacos de chorizo. La Pontesina is now open 7 days a week, Monday through Thursday, 11 to 9, Friday and Saturday, 11 to 9:30, and Sundays, 11 to 9. And they offer lunch specials Monday through Friday, 11 to 3. Be sure to like them on Facebook for updates and specials. La Pontesina Mexican Restaurant in Princeton or Marion.
The new GMC Sierra is here in 2019, the most sophisticated luxury truck on the road today. In 2019, they've released the AT4, the ultimate off-road vehicle for off-road enthusiasts and hunters alike. The AT4 comes with a factory-installed 2-inch lift and off-road wheels and tires. In the front of the pack is where the Denali with the 6.2-liter engine, followed by the SLT and SLE trim levels. More refined styling and badging has added a bold appearance for the most sought-after vehicle in the truck market. Trice Hughes Incorporated.
Back to Tiger Stadium. We're at halftime. LaRue County leads Caldwell County 20-14. Caldwell County will have the ball to start the third quarter when the teams come back out. Halftime report brought to you tonight in this playoff game by Lake Barkley CrossFit. You can never be too healthy, too strong, or in too good of health. Lake Barkley CrossFit has classes designed for anyone at any fitness level, and they are always free to come and try. To come and try. So, go by Lake Barkley CrossFit. Check them out for free on the first time. 10 minutes to go here in the half, and Bob, it's pretty easy to add up the passing stats here in the first half. Not very many of them at all. Mostly run for both teams tonight as LaRue takes charge 20-14 here in the first half.
And you're right, Dennis. It's a fast-moving game. Time right now is only a little after 8. But with the game beginning at 7 o'clock. LaRue County finds himself in the lead here at halftime, 20-14 over the Tigers. Let's review the scoring. LaRue County gets on the scoreboard first on a Connor Baker 1-yard quarterback sneak coming with 4 minutes and 11 seconds remaining in the first quarter. The extra point, no good. LaRue County leading over the Tigers at that point, 6-0. Caldwell County then answers in scoring on a Joby Jagger 6-yard run coming at the 1 minute 30-second mark of the first quarter. Barrett Schultz adding the extra point. Caldwell County taking a 7-6 lead at that point. In the second quarter, Anthony Adkins, the big star for LaRue County, on a 12-yard run. The point after touchdown, the 2-point conversion try was no good. That score coming with 10 minutes and 45 seconds to play in the second quarter. LaRue County leading 12-7 at that time, and alternating back and forth touchdowns. Caldwell County gets on the board in the second quarter on a De'Eric Hollowell 7-yard run. Coming with 6 minutes, 14 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Barrett Schultz again adding the extra point. Caldwell County taking a 14-12 lead at that point. And with 37 seconds to play in the second quarter, Anthony Atkins again, the big running back from LaRue County on a 13-yard run. The 2-point conversion this particular time was good. LaRue County taking a 20-14 lead, and that's where we find ourselves here at halftime. Looking at the stats first, we'll review Caldwell County. And as Dennis has pointed out, been a stellar running performance tonight by both teams. De'Eric Hollowell with 10 carries for the Tigers, 58 yards. Jameer Riley with 4 carries for 59 yards. One of those a huge carry early in the game, a 51-yard run. Joby Jaggers 3 carries for 8 yards. Total rushing attack for Caldwell County, 17 carries for 125 yards. In the passing department, Joby was 5 out of 12 for 65 yards. The receptions, 2 to Oliver Parker, and to end the first half, we had a pass to Oliver Parker, then he laterals back to Jameer. We're going to go ahead and give the whole yardage on that one to Oliver, and we'll find out how Todd handles that. But giving Oliver the credit for that 26-yard play. Oliver with 2 receptions for 42 yards. Jameer Riley, 2 catches for 20 yards. And Trace Olden, 1 catch earlier in the game for 3 yards, total of 65 yards through the air for Caldwell County. Coupled with the 125 yards rushing, Caldwell County with 190 yards total offense. For LaRue County in the first half, strictly just about all on the ground. They're only 1 of 2 in the air, that for 8 yards. They have 30 rushing attempts for 164 yards, coupled with their 8 yards passing. LaRue County with 172 yards total offense. So Caldwell County outgaining them a little bit, primarily on the strength of that last particular pass play. And it's a chess match here. Whoever maybe has the ball last wins the game. And I've been really impressed, Dennis, with our rushing attack. We've opened some big holes in the LaRue County line, as big as they are. And they've covered our pass receivers pretty well. So we may see a healthy dose of running here in the second half. Although I think our passing attack got a little bit more of a rhythm late in the second quarter. So it's good for us to have the ball to start the third quarter and see what we can get done. And again, getting the lead is huge in this type of game.
Yeah, and it's something that we talked about it a little bit in the first half. If you get down 2 scores in this game, it's going to be a tough hill to climb, as LaRue County has answered everything Caldwell County's put up. Caldwell County's answered when LaRue has, and Caldwell County was on the drive there at the end of the first half. Just not enough time left. Only had like 35, 37 seconds left when they got the ball back. So Caldwell County trails this one 20-14 as we get ready to start the second half here in about 5 minutes. A couple of scores, Bob, some pretty good scores around as the game is much closer this week than last week when you had all those 1-4 games. At the half, Louisville Ballard leads McCracken County 20-12. Madisonville leads Hopkinsville 7-0. And at Elizabethtown at halftime, it's Paducah Tillman leading E-Town 14-12. So, of course, the winner of that game gets to play the winner of this game tonight. Should Caldwell County and Paducah Tillman win, that game will be here at Tiger Stadium. Should Caldwell County and Elizabethtown both win, we'll have to go to E-Town next week. But right now, Caldwell County in a dogfight here with LaRue County as the Hawks lead this one 20-14 here at halftime.
And Dennis, as we pointed out, Joby only throwing the ball 12 times in the first half, completing 5 of them. We've had again, our offense has been mainly on the ground and trying to maybe open up some strategy here at halftime as to what kind of passing attack do we need. It looks like we've been able to get these wide receiver screens a little open rather than the straight down post pattern downfield because they've got athletes that are either jumping our routes or making Joby throw into traffic.
And one thing Joby's had to battle a little bit, he's had decent protection for maybe 3 seconds, not much more than that. After that, he's had to scramble because LaRue County has some size on both sides of the ball, and the big kids on that defensive line's giving Caldwell a little bit of trouble. So Joby has to let those plays develop, but he's still having to scramble just a little bit on the pass plays. Another thing, you've got the wind kind of changed directions here a little bit. You see this flag coming more towards the press box now, was towards the Marion Road majority of the half, but still the flag straight out on that. So I'm sure wind a factor tonight, along with these cold temperatures, in trying to throw the ball. We've seen a couple of passes even off somebody as great at catching the ball as Travis Newsom. He's had one bounce off of him in the back of the end zone. He had another one through his hands in that first half. So just tough conditions for a passing game tonight. I think that's adding up to one of the reasons, or several of the reasons, why Caldwell County's gone to more of the ground game than we've seen all season long here tonight against LaRue.
And again, we'll point out the Tiger offensive line really blocking well tonight and opening big holes. And we want to point out the field is in great shape tonight, as it was last week when we had 3-4 inches of rain. But Phil, the footing is good on the field. We've not had any issues with that. Wind may have been our only problem so far, Dennis, as you pointed out. So, again, this is the final 2 quarters coming up here. Caldwell County now just leaving the locker room, coming onto the field. We're down to 1 minute 57 seconds, and then they'll let that count down, and then put three minutes back on the board to allow us to loosen up. And one thing maybe we can get done here in the second half on this opening kickoff is maybe we can advance the ball a little bit further upfield than what we've been able to do. We've kind of bungled around 2 kicks. The last one was straight to, and Tate got on it at about the 40. But they're not allowing us an opportunity to even run the ball at all.
Yeah, you would think with these short kicks we get better field position, but they're low line drive, basically grounders, is what they're kicking off. And by the time that you figure out the bounce, pick it up, LaRue's had some pretty good coverage on their kickoffs, so that's kind of limited Caldwell. We've started with decent field position, but not what you would think with maybe a 20-yard kickoff and 25 at best.
Yeah, one thing you have to allow for that is how hard they're kicking it. We've got a guy 10 yards. Our guys are 10 yards from where the ball is kicked off, and they could kick it so hard it bounces off one of our guys. So we have to be alert for that as well.
So Caldwell County will have the ball to start the second half as they won the toss tonight, and they'll try to draw back even or maybe one ahead with the extra point. And Bob, I still think we talked about it a little bit in the first half. I've got a feeling, just a feeling, that these extra points are going to come back to play a part in this ball game at some point. They may or may not, but Caldwell County able to put points on the board after each of their scores. LaRue County still 1 shy right now. They've got 3 touchdowns, only 2 points off that 2-point conversion to back those up. So you got to feel like at some point the leg of Schultz or maybe even Blake Vibrett, whichever one of them happens to be in on that particular kick, may play a part in this ball game.
The other thing with us having a really strong kicking game is the impact of a field goal late in the game where we don't have to score the touchdown. We may be able to put 3 on the board and gain some advantage that way.
And they did put 3 minutes back on the clock, so we're going to take a quick break. But you've been listening to the halftime report brought to you tonight by Lake Barkley CrossFit. You can never be too healthy, too strong, or in too good of health. Lake Barkley CrossFit has classes designed for anyone at any fitness level, and they're always free to try on your first visit. So come on out to Lake Barkley CrossFit. We appreciate those guys for being with us this season and for being part of our halftime report here tonight from Tiger Stadium. 2.5 minutes before we kick this one back off. So we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back. Right now, it's at halftime. LaRue County leads this one 20-14. We'll be back in just about a minute and a half to start the second half, so stay tuned. This is Tiger Football on 1580, 103.3 WPKY, and worldwide at WPKYonline.com.
How about the little snow shower? Sports 1580, 103.3 WPKY, and WPKYOnline.com. Tiger Sports coverage is brought to you in part by Bella Marie Boutique, Bashir Sawmill, Big John's Barbecue, Brentley Furniture, Cozy Living, Varlas Realty, Fortner Gas, Fredonia Valley Bank, Break Wall Chinese Restaurant, and by Hervey's Furniture on 1580 103.3 WPKY, the voice of the Caldwell County Tigers.
Seasons come and seasons go, but something that can remain the same is reliability. And here,
This is Danny Patton with Farmers Bank and Trust Company. Our new Lyon County branch is now open. Come in and see us for the same friendly service and the names and faces you know and trust to provide you all your banking needs. We're now ready to serve you at 28 Commerce Street in Eddyville. Open Monday through Thursday, 8:30 to 4, Fridays 8:30 to 5, and 9 to 12:30 on Saturdays. Stop by today and experience banking at its best at Farmers Bank and Trust Company. Member FDIC.
Dear Santa, my papa doesn't hear me very well. When I tell him I love him, he can't hear me. It makes me so sad. Please, Santa, bring him some Audubon hearing aids. Love, Emma.
It's so good to hear you say you love me.
Best Christmas ever!
Call Audubon today for your free hearing test.
There's no better time than now to hear better for Christmas.
Call Audubon 270-554-1900.
Back to Tiger Stadium. Caldwell County set to receive the kickoff here to start the third quarter. And Bob, it's just you got to go down and score and keep pace tonight, because if you fall behind this LaRue County team with the running attack they have, the big Atkins kid that's signed with Louisville, just having a great night here for the Hawks, it's going to be a tough situation to put yourself more than a score down. But Caldwell County, we know they can score quickly and often. It can come in bunches. Third quarter's been their quarter all season long. We've scored well over 100 points this season in the third quarter, so hopefully some of that third quarter magic comes up here for the Tigers. LaRue with the pooch kick, takes a good hop, picked up, returned from the 37 all the way out near the 45-yard line. Tate Van Hoosier able to pick that one up on a good bounce and gives Caldwell County decent field position at their own 44-yard line is where they'll spot this one. Hollowell will be in the backfield with Jaggers. We'll go back to the trip set. Wind at the back of Caldwell County, although it's kind of changed and more across the field now than with the Tigers. Caldwell County getting the play from the sideline. If we can break that first 10 yards, Bob, there's a lot of room, as LaRue County doesn't put a lot in there. It's going to be Hollowell on the run, stays on his feet, but he's going to be whistled dead at the 40, let's call it the 48-yard line. So first run by Hollowell of the second half, picks up 4. It's second down and 6. Jaggers drops back, looks down the field, gets hit as he throws, and it's going to be complete to Jameer Riley down to the 20-yard line. But you ought to check out the hit on the replay. When this goes up on YouTube, you got to check out the hit that Joby Jaggers took as he delivered that ball from his own 40-yard line. Gets it down to Jameer Riley, who's still down on the ground. He had to pull up and come back to that ball, Bob. I didn't see a big hit or anything after the play, but we'll look and see maybe if he twisted something, possibly trying to come back for that ball. Made the catch. Caldwell County in great field position with the first down all the way down to the Hawk 20-yard line. But we'll see what's going to happen as Riley's still on the ground. They appear to be looking at the maybe the right leg of Jameer Riley.
32-yard pickup on that play from Joby to Jameer.
Hopefully the kid's okay and can get back up from this, because that would be a huge blow to Caldwell County should something happen to Jameer. Being helped up and not putting a lot of weight on that right leg. Maybe pulled a little something on that one. Walking gingerly. So we'll see.
It could be a groin or a.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking when he tried to pull up and the way he was coming off the field.
Or a hamstring or something like that. It's definitely not a knee or an ankle.
So able to walk off the field, but doesn't look like he'll be in for at least a few plays. 1st and 10, Caldwell County from the 20. They give it to Hollowell, hits the hole nicely, stays on his feet, and gets the ball down to the 16-yard line. Pick up a 4 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 6 coming up for Caldwell County. Just underway here in the second half. First drive of the half for the Tigers. Trailing this one 20-14. 3 receivers set to the far side. Trail Riley, East, and Parker on the far side. Travis Newsom near side. They're going to move Hollowell to the right shoulder of Jaggers. Joby takes a snap, looks down the field. It's going to be complete to Trail Riley. He had the ball at the 15, cut back, wanted to take it outside, and goes back to the 16-yard line. So it's going to be 3rd down and long for the Tigers. Bob, that's one you'd like seeing Trail just kind of turn up the field and take what he can get.
Just go.
You got to go north and south against this team. East and west, they've got some speed. Jaggers drops back, puts the receivers in motion. Now he's got some company in the backfield. He has a run, throws it down the field. This one's going to be incomplete. Threw low on that one. I think he was looking for Newsom on that one, but that one bounced right before it got to Travis. So it's going to be 4th and 5 for Caldwell County. They're going to keep the offense on the field. Doesn't look like a field goal attempt coming up. Caldwell County brings in the extra tight end. I saw Van Hoosier come in on this one. If they can draw them off sides, it'll be a 1st down, 4th and 5 for the Tigers. 1 receiver each way. Jaggers looks down the field. He's got some pressure, throws to the sideline. It's complete. I think is that Parker? Oliver Parker with the reception. Flag on the play. Usually in the area of a hold on that one. We'll see what it is.
And if the play stands, it is a 1st down. So
good job by Jaggers. He had a lot of pressure. Stayed in the pocket, delivered a strike to Parker on that far sideline.
Where was the flag thrown? In that area?
Let's see, here he comes. Here comes the white hat to tell us about it. It is going to be a hold on the defense. So it's a 1st down, Caldwell County. What we call the hold, I just missed the which side it went on that one, but a big break for Caldwell County. Is it a defensive holding penalty against LaRue County? And the Tigers have it 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. Looking to retake the lead here on LaRue County on this opening drive of the 3rd quarter. They give it to Hollowell. He's trying to get to the outside, turns up the field, and he's going to be brought down, maybe picked up a yard on the play, down to about the 8-yard line. It's one thing LaRue County has done pretty well tonight, Bob. They've got good pursuit on these sweeps that we've tried to run tonight.
They've done well, especially, and the tackle on that play was by the Louisville kid.
So 2nd and goal for Caldwell County. They're going to send that trip set out to the right. Riley, East, and Parker to the right. Jaggers wanted Newsom. Comes back on the curl. It's complete. And it's touchdown, Tigers. I think that's East, Gabe East on the reception on the wide receiver screen. And the game is knotted at 9:04 left to go in the 3rd quarter at 20. Schultz will come out and try to break this tie and put Caldwell County back in front. Good route, great blocking down the field by the Tiger receivers on that side. They had that trip set to the right, went to East. Snap is down, kick is up, plenty of distance, and it's good. 9:04 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Caldwell County back out in front, 21-20. We'll be back in 30 seconds. This is Tiger Football on 1580, 103.3 WPKY.
Tiger Sports, 1580, 103.3 103.3 WPKY and WPKYOnline.com. Tiger Sports coverage is brought to you in part by Kay's Kitchen, Caldwell County Health Department, McDonald's of Princeton, Princeton Health and Rehab, General Electric, La Potosina Mexican Restaurant, Raider Auctions, KFC, and by the Joshua Tree on 1580 103.3 WPKY, the voice of the Caldwell County Tigers.
Back to Tiger Stadium, taking a look at a couple of scores. Brad Harrelson of Encompass Wealth Management brings us those scores. It's Paducah Tillman leading Elizabethtown late in the third quarter, 21-19. And in basketball, you know, if they mention Stony Brook, it's got to be good for Stony Brook. They go to South Carolina, pull off the upset win there, 83-81 in college basketball. Caldwell County set to kick off. Schultz with a line drive down the middle, picked up at the 28-yard line. They'll come back up the middle. He's got some room back up across midfield and tackled in Caldwell County territory at the 45-yard line. Bob, that's just we've done that on every kickoff tonight, just not what I'm sure the coaching staff is hoping for on these plays, as LaRue County has been able to execute, pick the ball up, and generally make a good return. They get this one back in Tiger territory and start out at the Caldwell County 45-yard line. Third quarter brought to you by our friends at Cozy Living. It's going to be the offset eye in the backfield, two receivers to the right. Hand off to the deep back, pushes the pile up to about the 42-yard line. Atkins on the carry for LaRue County. Drew Davis and Russ Bashir in on the tackle for Caldwell County. Short gain of 3, 2nd and 7 coming up for LaRue. It's just a matter of when they give it to Atkins, he just lowers that head and goes for all he can get. And at 225 pounds, he's going to get at least a couple of yards, you'd think. Handoff goes to, no, it's a fake. Baker keeps it, goes to the outside. He's pushed out of bounds after a first down. So the quarterback keeper, he got out to the end, picked up well enough for the first down to about the Tiger 32-yard line.
10-yard run that time by the great fake and just no defensive end over there for us to nail him.
So Connor Baker with the first down carry for LaRue County down to the Tiger 32-yard line. 8:11 to go here in the third quarter. Tigers leading this one 21-20, but we have got to come up with a stop sometime. Caldwell brought everybody up. It's a handoff to Atkins. Gets it across the 30 down to about the 28. Pick up a 4 on the play, 2nd down and 6 coming up for the Hawks. Bob, it's pretty much more of the same for both teams. Caldwell County comes back and answers on their first drive, but LaRue takes over in great field position, and it's just a heavy dose of Atkins along with a big 10-yard pickup on the keeper by Connor Baker. Wishbone set. Ball snap. It's a quick pass play, incomplete over the middle. They tried a big hit, quick hit right over the middle on that one, incomplete. So 3rd down and 6 coming up for the Hawks. Bob, wouldn't you say if they get down inside the Caldwell County 40, maybe even 35, you would think it's 4 down time for LaRue
would
County.
have
They're not going to punt. They're not going to try a field goal. That's obvious.
We're definitely in 4 down territory now for sure. So it's 3rd and 6 for the Hawks.
Out of the wishbone. Busted play. Baker wanted to hand that one off. Caldwell County's going to push him back to the 30 and maybe back a little bit farther than that. Nobody came up for the handoff.
It's
a lot of confusion on that play for LaRue County.
At least a 4-yard loss, I would think, on that particular play.
That'll push it back to the 30-yard line where it'll be 4th down for LaRue. 4th down and 8 coming up for the Hawks. You think Baker wanted that outside back, which is Atkins on that side. Nobody came up to take the handoff, so he had to keep it. Good pursuit by Caldwell County causes the tackle for a loss, and it's 4th down now for LaRue as they hit the shotgun.
Definitely a run offense. Motion.
They'll put Atkins in motion. Baker rolls, and this time he's going to be thrown for a loss finally. I think that's Burden got back there, took care of business. Caldwell County not only takes over on the downs, but they're going to get the ball all the way back out at their own 41-yard line. Caleb Burden put the pressure on Baker this time. Caldwell County's had him pinned back there 2 or 3 times, but this time it was all Caleb Burden. He throws Baker for the sack all the way back to the Tiger 41. There's that stop we've been looking for, Bob, on the busted play and then the sack.
Yes.
So a chance for Caldwell County to put a little space between them and LaRue County as they come out on the field with great field position. 2 receivers each way for the Tigers. He's going to put East on the far side, make it 3 receivers as East stops at the flanker position. It's going to be a direct snap coming back to Hollowell. Hollowell takes it, hits the 40, and thrown down right there. They may have got him back to the line of scrimmage. One referee's marking the 41.
Yeah.
So back to the original line of scrimmage as Jaggers went in motion, direct snapped over to Hollowell. Nothing there. That one didn't fool LaRue County.
May have fooled us a little bit, too.
So
That's the
it'll
way
be
it looked
second
like.
down and 10. Yeah, it didn't really develop like we wanted. 2 receivers each way. They'll put Hollowell in motion. Quick hit over the middle. It's complete at the 50, down to the 45, 40. It's East on the run after the catch, down to the 34-yard line. Good job by Gabe East. Nice run after the catch for East.
25-yard pass play.
Louisville Ballard still leads McCracken County 20-12. 2 receivers each way. Handoff goes to Hollowell, cuts it back right up the middle. Pushes the pile, picks up a little bit, down to about the 31-yard line.
But the good thing about this, Dennis, as long as we have the lead and we're moving the ball, LaRue cannot run a play.
Right, the clock running, the time off. We're already down to 5:32. One of the quicker games we've done all season long. It's hard to believe this is week 13, but the pace of this game really good. Not a lot of penalties tonight. I'll say that, and they're going to mark off a penalty. That was some poor timing right there, would you say? Ball spotted back at the 40.
But do we know what the penalty is? Holding.
Holding against the Tigers. Puts the ball back at the 40. Second and very long for the Tigers. 2nd and 16 coming up. They're going to put all 4 receivers to the left. Hollowell in the backfield with Jaggers. It's going to be Hollowell on the delayed handoff. Finds a hole across the middle. And the ball hits the ground. We'll see if Caldwell County covers it. Down to the 26-yard line. Looks like the Tigers able to hang on. They'll mark it back at the 27, Bob. Third down and 3 coming up for the Tigers. Under 5 minutes to go in the third. That play really didn't set up like I think Caldwell County wanted, kind of a delay getting that ball back to Hollowell. Little discussion between the referees there at the line of scrimmage. As Bob said, only a 5-man crew tonight for a playoff game, which is rare. Second, let's see, they've got 3rd down marker on the sideline, 2nd down marker on the scoreboard. The official filling it in.
It should be 3rd down.
And it is. They move it back up to 3rd down. Confusion over. Jaggers in the backfield. He's going to put one player in motion. Quick pitch to, I think that's Riley.
Go upfield. There we go.
Turns it up, gets loose, and trots the sideline. Touchdown, Caldwell County. I think LaRue thought they had him either pushed down or stopped back at about the 18-yard line. He was able to break out of that pack and run it down the sideline. Touchdown, Tigers, with 4:33 left to go in the third quarter.
And
good little bit of coaching there, Bob, for Trail Riley. We want we want these guys to run north and south because LaRue has the speed to
he
go
was
east
running
and west.
east and west, and all of a sudden, maybe I need to go north-south. But he almost taunted the guys going into the end zone. He turned his back about the 5-yard line. I thought he had dropped the ball.
Extra point up and good. Extra point brought to you by Taco John's of Princeton. At Taco John's, you can get street tacos, 3 for $5. They put a bold, unique taste on Mexican food. That's Taco John's of Princeton. And with the extra point, 4:33 to go here in the third quarter. Caldwell County with their biggest lead of the night now, 28-20 over LaRue County after that big stop as LaRue had the ball deep in Caldwell territory. A busted play, then a big sack by Caleb Burden gave Caldwell County the ball in good field position. Jaggers took the offense down the field and hits Trail Riley on the last play of that drive for the big score. It's Tigers up now 28-20.
And here's where we don't need to give up about a 35-yard kickoff return like we have done all night long.
Bob, I'm sure this is one thing that Coach Barnes will be able to tell you about tomorrow morning on Saturday morning quarterback, but we have not tried to kick the ball even when the wind was behind our back down the field so far this game. It's been mostly line drive, something right down the middle, hoping we can cover. They put this one down the field, and it does go, hits at the 8-yard line. LaRue trying to pick it up, picks it up at the 10. Caldwell County covers it and brings LaRue County down in their worst field position by far of the night as they'll pin the Hawks back on their own 17-yard line. Good coverage there by the Tigers and a good kick by Schultz. Travion Samuel on the tackle for the Tigers. Your guys having a whale of a game tonight, Bob. You'll have to mention his name tomorrow. Saturday morning quarterback comes your way tomorrow morning just past 9 o'clock. Bob Hayes will talk to Coach Barnes and some more of the staff tomorrow morning about this ball game.
I'll definitely mention Travion's name tomorrow.
Kid hits. If he hits you, he's going to bring you down. Wishbone set now back at their own 17-yard line. Handoff up the middle. He's going to pick a lot of that back up. It's Atkins. He's got some open field up to the 40. Goes to the sideline, 50 into Caldwell County territory. And finally pushed out of bounds, but a huge run all the way down to the Tiger 25-yard line by Anthony Atkins. So the Louisville signee puts LaRue County back deep into Caldwell territory. And that's the thing about bringing everybody up in that box. When they put that wishbone out, nobody having to cover on the side, you get past the first 6, 7, 8 yards.
We were in position to make a tackle then, Dennis. We just couldn't make it at about 3 yards past the line of scrimmage.
So wishbone set again for the Hawks. They hand it off to Belton. He picks his way down. Looks like he's close to another LaRue County first down. Belton on the carry down to about the 15. If it's the 15, it will be a first down. And they're moving the sticks, so first down LaRue County. 2 big plays, and they've gone from their own 17 to the Tiger 15. As they are knocking on the door trying to answer, this time it's LaRue County trying to answer Caldwell County. First and 10 for the Hawks, out of the wishbone. Snap is back, up back, takes it, gets hit. Caldwell County pushes him down. He picks up maybe a couple on the play. Nice tackle there. Mitchell Harrelson in on the tackle for Caldwell County.
Mark it at the 14.
Yeah, I think let's call it the 14. Pickup of 1 on the play. So 2nd and 9 for LaRue. We're down already, Bob, to 3:14 left to go with this third quarter. Fast-paced ball game tonight.
Caldwell County 2 possessions, 2 touchdowns. LaRue County 1 possession. And then their second.
Hand off to Atkins, finds his way up through the middle, pushes the pile, and he's going to push his way into the end zone. Touchdown, LaRue County. That coming with 2:56 to go in the third quarter as LaRue answers Caldwell County, and they are a 2-point conversion away from tying this one back up. Well, they come out on the field. Let's see if we can find some more scores. Brought to you by Brad Harrelson. Madisonville leads Hopkinsville 14-0 just into the fourth quarter. South Oldham beats Bullitt Central 56-7 tonight. LaRue County is going to go for two. They'll go for it out of the wishbone. Handoff up the middle, and he's in. So that's Atkins with the carry, and we are knotted at 28 with 2:56 to go here in the third quarter. We'll take 30 seconds and be right back. You're listening to Tiger Football on 1580, 103.3 WPKY, and worldwide at WPKYonline.com.
For your home for Tiger Sports, 1580, 103.3 WPKY, and WPKYonline.com. Tiger Sports coverage is brought to you in part by Treasures Remembered, You Ride, Wallace Towing, ABC Finance, and by Planters Bank. On 1580, 103.3 WPKY, the voice of the Caldwell County Tigers.
Back to Tiger Football here on WPKY. In some more area playoff scores, Trinity all over Henderson County tonight, 48-7. That one over with. Let's see, Central over Bardstown, 50-6. Kickoff, short one again, received at the 35 by Caldwell County. Big hit is going to stop that one before much got developed. Van Hoosier returns it out to the 36-yard line. Crittenden County Rockets having a good night tonight, Bob. 33-7. They're up in their game. Murray was down 26-0 against Owensboro. Right now, 26-21. Murray down by just 5 in that one. Area scores brought to you by Brad Harrelson. Caldwell County is going to put Hollowell in motion. 2 receivers each way. Quick hit over to Hollowell. He's going to cut it up the field. Gets hit. Not much there. Good coverage by LaRue County. It's going to stop him back at the line of scrimmage. And a little going on after the whistle. Referees run in to take care of business on that one. Good job by the Stripes not to throw a flag on that one. Just good hard play. LaRue County trying to strip the ball away. Maybe didn't hear the whistle. 2 receivers each way. Jaggers with a quick hit over to Newsom. Newsom's going to be hit in the backfield before he can pick up the blockers. And he's going to be dropped back at the 39, or the 34-yard line. So it's going to be 3rd down and long now for the Tigers. That dropped them back. It's going to be about 12 yards, 3rd and 12 coming up for the Tigers. 2 receivers each way. Tigers in a battle here tonight, 28 all right now. Jaggers has time to throw, looks over the middle. He's got Newsom complete at the 45. Newsom trying to beat the pursuit, and it's going to be touchdown, Caldwell County.
Nope.
Travis Newsom split the backfield.
No flags.
2 defensive backs on both sides of the field tried to converge on Travis, but Travis, with some surprising speed, was able to outrace both those defenders and puts Caldwell County on the board with a strike from Joby Jaggers. And you talk about some protection, Bob. You got to give a lot of those 6 points to that offensive line.
Outstanding protection, and Travis was wide open by 15 yards, nobody around him.
Kick is up, brought to you by Taco John's. Kick is good. 1:38 to go in the third quarter. Caldwell County back out in front in this one, 35-28. Extra points brought to you by Taco John's of Princeton, where you can get 3 street tacos for $5. That's at Taco John's of Princeton. Bob, this is a ball game. This is one of the reasons that we've talked a little bit over the course of the last 2 weeks about having these 1 and 4 seeds playing each other in the first round of the playoffs. There were so many lopsided wins. You look through the scores in the newspaper last week, teams putting up 60, 70 points. Caldwell County could have easily put up in the 60s last week had they left the starters in. We had substitutes in late in the second quarter with a running clock. But this game here, nip and tuck all the way through. LaRue County drew first blood, but Caldwell County now back on top with 1:38 to go in the third. It's the Tigers up 35-28. Great run by Travis Newsom. One thing about it, he put those 2 misses early out of his head because he took that one in stride and raced for the touchdown. Caldwell County kicks this one away. It's going to be fielded at the 5-yard line on the far sideline. He's going to try to turn it back to the middle. Gets a block up to the 20-yard line and brought down near the 21-yard line. So good coverage by the Tigers will put LaRue County back at their own 21-yard line. It's going to be an illegal block flag on the field. It's going to be a chop block by LaRue County. That's going to back them up a little bit more. Flag on the far sideline. Good quarter by the Tigers. First score tonight we received from the Mayfield game. They're all over McLean County, 42-6 tonight. And I still say, Bob, I don't think we'll see a tougher team than we saw against Mayfield.
I do not
just
believe we
2 or
will
3
either.
weeks ago.
Going to be marked at the 9-yard line, Dennis.
After the penalty, it is spotted at the 9-yard line. So LaRue County.
What we don't need now is another 50, 60-yard run.
You got to keep Atkins somewhat corralled. They're going to run over that side, and good job by the Tigers. Not much on that one. Maybe a yard on the play. Russ Bashir with the big tackle for Caldwell County.
We'll give him 1 yard.
So 2nd down and 9 coming up as we tick near a minute to go here in the third quarter. Bob, one thing we would like to see, should we play at home next week, is a few more of these seats filled up, but we'll approach that more after the ball game. But not a very big crowd again tonight for the Tigers. LaRue County hands off, and the Tigers winning the battle at the line on this drive particularly. Not much there. They're going to drive that one back to the other side of the 10.
You're going to lose.
We'll say, lose a yard. It's back to the 9. 3rd down and 10 coming up now for LaRue County. Madisonville still leads Hoptown 14-0. That one in the 4th quarter. Big chance here for the Tigers, Bob, to shut this one down. 20 seconds to go here in the 3rd. LaRue County facing 3rd and 10. They're going to give the pitch to Atkins, tries to get to the outside, pushes a tackler or two, and gets up. Looks like he's got enough for the first. We'll see. Little extra activity going on amongst the players back behind that. He was pushed out of bounds right at the marker. We'll see where they spot this one, where he stepped out of bounds at. Ball spotted at the 18. 18 would leave it short. 4th down play coming up for LaRue.
4th and 1, and we ought to be, so they're going to go for it.
Boy, this could be huge if Caldwell County can hold here this deep in LaRue County territory. It's going to be a tough job, though, because you've got Atkins that you almost know the ball is going to.
You almost sell out and rush all 11 guys on defense. Let them. Looks like it's a little bit longer than 1 yard too, Dennis. Maybe a yard and a half, close to 2 yards.
Not sure what the holdup is. A little discussion on that far sideline. May have been some talk from the players on the LaRue bench. They are gathered around the coaching staff. So LaRue's going to come to the line of scrimmage, needing about a yard and a half. This will be the last play of the 3rd quarter.
Big play here.
This could make or break a ball game right here if Caldwell County can hold this one and turn it into points. Wishbone set for LaRue County. Caldwell County bleeds up to the line. Handoff goes up the middle, and it looks like plenty for the 1st down as he's out to about the 21-yard line. So 1st down, LaRue County. But with that play comes the end of the 3rd quarter. After 3 quarters of play, it's Caldwell County 35, LaRue County 28. We'll be back for 4th quarter action in just a minute, so stay tuned. This is WPKY 1580, 103.3, and worldwide at WPKYonline.com. We'll be right back in 30 seconds.
For your home for Tiger Sports, 1580, 103.3 WPKY and WPKYOnline.com. Tiger Sports coverage is brought to you in part by Morgan's and Lakeland Funeral Home, Princeton Drugstore, Princeton Electric Plant Board, Trice Hughes, Trilogy Fitness, Woodall Agency, Rain Academy of Princeton, Community Medical Clinic, and by Audubell Hearing Center on 1580 103.3 WPKY, the voice of the Caldwell County Tigers.
Back to Tiger Stadium. This is WPKY Princeton. And Bob, a great game here tonight. Caldwell County leads this one going into the fourth quarter, 35-28. Big Atkins able to pick up 3 yards on that last play. Gives the Hawks a first down. Looks like they've got it spotted at the 22-yard line. So 12 minutes between Caldwell County and their, I think, 7th or 8th straight regional championship game. Wishbone set, hit in the backfield. It's Belton. He's able to bounce it out and still pick up a couple of yards on the play, but good job by the Tigers. Baron Wells on a big tackle for Caldwell County. Actually hit the player in the backfield, followed him up, and made the tackle. Ball spotted at the 24-yard line. Connor Baker brings the offense up. Same wishbone formation they run most of the game. Caldwell County shows a little blitz. And it's going to be offsides. No, it's going to be encroachment on Caldwell County. Bobby, it looks like they're getting back. I don't know if they're touching anybody or if it's causing LaRue to jump. But the flag against Caldwell County makes it 2nd and short for LaRue County.
And we were going to crash and blitz on that play, so there's some kind of key going on out there that we're picking up on. Uh-oh.
They give it to Atkins. He's got a hole up the middle. He's across the 50, 40, 30. Atkins still on the run down to the 10. 5, touchdown, LaRue County. Atkins took it right through the middle, took it to the sideline, and the Louisville signee has LaRue County within 1 point of the lead. They'll go for 2. The kid's the real deal, Bob. You got to.
Yeah, you have to appreciate his ability.
You know he's good when he signs with a major college like Louisville, but still, this kid is legitimate. Broke that one. Caldwell County not able to catch up. And it's 35-34 with 10:59 to go in the ball game. LaRue goes for the 2-point conversion. They'll hand it off to Atkins, and he walks into the end zone. LaRue back out in front, 36-35 with 10:59 to go in the ball game. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Tiger Football on 1580, 103.3 WPKY and worldwide at WPKYOnline.com.
Your home for Tiger Sports, 1580, 103.3 WPKY and WPKYOnline.com. Tiger Sports coverage is brought to you in part by Taco John's, Caldwell Medical Center, Farmers Bank and Trust, Black Patch Grill, Goodwin Insurance, Dr. Carl Hinton, Jeff Russo Attorney, First Southern National Bank, Little Caesars Pizza, and by McGregor Group Heating and Cooling on 1580, 103.3 WPKY, the voice of the Caldwell County Tigers.
Back to Tiger Stadium. Just a minute, 1 second into the fourth quarter, and LaRue County back out in front in this one, 36-35. Bob, it's got to feel like it could come down to a field goal attempt if it just stays within this 1-2 point range.
Well, we've got to be able to stop LaRue the next time they get the ball. Hopefully we'll be able to. We've had 3 possessions in the third quarter, and all 3 resulted in touchdowns. So that's a good, healthy sign.
Yeah, that's our biggest quarter all season long. We talked about that at halftime. We scored well over 100 points this year. Ball kicked, picked up at the 42-yard line. That's East, brings it back out to midfield.
And that was an onside kick that just got past our front wall, and Gabe gets past one guy. He's going to take that one all the way.
Yeah, everybody's kind of selling out on some of these kicks. Brad Harrelson of Encompass Wealth Management brings you area scores here this season on WPKY. Late in the third, Crittenden County leads Bethlehem 33-7, and Owensboro Catholic is over Murray now by 15. Jaggers has the offense out, hands off to Hollowell. Hollowell hit from behind, maybe picks up about 3 on the play. We'll see where they spot this one. Let's call it the 47-yard line. Pick up a 3 on the play, 2nd down and 7 for the Tigers. 2 receivers each way for Caldwell. Jaggers drops back, hits Parker at the 45. Parker up the field, lowers his head at the 40, and gets down to the 38-yard line. Nice run after the catch for Oliver Parker, and it is a 1st down, Caldwell County. Nice catch by Parker in some traffic. Caldwell County sails out with 4 receivers to the left. Jaggers has some time, looks down the field. Now he's got some pressure in the backfield, has to look up, throws it down the field again. Wide open is Oliver Parker. Touchdown, Caldwell County, but there's a flag back at the 38-yard line. I wonder if they're going to call Jaggers for being across the line of scrimmage again.
Was he? I didn't think he was, but I don't know what the maybe illegal downfield.
I'm not sure. We haven't heard the call. The offense is staying on the field, and they are marching it off against Caldwell County. An eligible receiver downfield. So the points come off the board, and the ball is going to be spotted back at the 43-yard line. Caldwell sends 3 receivers to the left. Handoff goes to Hollowell. He's going to hit the left side, tackled from behind after a nice pickup down to about the 38-yard line.
Again, the Tiger offensive line blocking really well.
Caldwell quickly back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down and about 10 for the Tigers. Jaggers rolls to his right. He's got some pressure, looks to the sideline. It's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call on that one. He was looking for Oliver Parker. So it's going to bring up 3rd down and long for Caldwell County, who can ill afford to give up much ground to this LaRue County team. They've come in and battled tonight. And right now, LaRue County holds a 1-point advantage with 9:35 left to go in the ball game. 2 receivers each way. Jaggers drops back, has some time, goes for it all down the field. It's tipped away, looking for Parker. Just a little bit underthrown and able to be tipped away by LaRue County's defensive back on Parker. Almost a jump ball situation, but a tip away by the safety for LaRue County knocks it into the end zone. So Caldwell County is going to come back and have a 4th down play from the LaRue 38. 4th and 10. Jaggers drops back, gets some pressure, keeps out of the way of that one, looks down the field, throws up, and complete on the far sideline, down the sideline, and it is touchdown Tigers. Flag back a little bit. Let's see, the flag back at about the 10-yard line. Is that where the flag, you see that one, Bob?
No, I don't know where the flag.
Flag's up about the 10. That reception went to east. Call is going to go against Caldwell County.
But at least we maybe have picked up the 1st down. That's.
Yeah, it was 4th and 10. I think we kept the drive alive with the 1st down. They're going to spot it back at the 19-yard line. Still didn't see what the referee signaled the penalty was. 1st down, though, Caldwell County. They'll have the double tight end set, 1 receiver each way. Jaggers looks to the corner, wanting Parker, throws into double coverage. No flag on the play. A lot of contact back in there. No flag on it. Double covered is Oliver Parker. Incompletion stops the clock with 9:06 left to go in the ball game, and Caldwell County trailing by 1. Tigers go into a rare huddle. 2nd down and 10 from the LaRue 19-yard line. Hollowell in the backfield. Hands off to Derrick. He gets hit and dropped for a loss back at the 21-yard line. So Caldwell County again in a tough position. It's going to be 3rd down and about 12 from the 21-yard line. You've got Newsom and East to the left, Parker and Trail Riley to the right. Hollowell in the backfield on Jagger's right shoulder. Still 10 seconds on the play clock. Jaggers takes a snap, fakes it to Hollowell, looks over the middle, decides to run, breaks loose, gets across the 15, the 10, 5, and touchdown Joby Jaggers on an improbable run. Looked like he was bottled in back at the 20. Somehow breaks away and gets into the end zone for a touchdown. And there's an injured LaRue County player back at the 24-yard line. But, Bob, what a run by Joby Jaggers to break the – he had to come out of the pocket. It looked like the pocket closed in on him, and he was going to be brought down for a loss back near the 20.
He's had 2 amazing touchdown runs tonight. Last year, I don't think he got in the end zone. He's been in the end zone 1 time this year and twice tonight.
So the Tigers back out in front with 8:12 to go in the ball game. And I'll tell you what, Bob, let's take a 30-second break while we have an injured player. This is Tiger Football on 1580, 103.3 WPKY, and worldwide at WPKYonline.com.
Trilogy offers a wide range of classes to help you reach your fitness and well-being goals, like yoga, gymnastics, sports training, team training, cardio, kickboxing, and weightlifting. They have family discounts, and your first class is free. So come work out in a family-friendly environment at Trilogy Performance Sports, located directly behind Cash Express in Princeton. Open 5 a.m. to 9 p.m. 7 days a week. Be better than you used to be at Trilogy Performance Sports Princeton. Telephone 270-601-1824.
Injured player for LaRue County was Dallas Cox, a senior quarterback defensive end. Caldwell County ahead by 5, 41-36. Looks like the Tigers are going to go for 2, try to stretch this out to a 7-point advantage. They're going to go with a 3-receiver set to the far side. Oliver Parker near side. Kind of look for the fade to Parker in the corner. He's got single coverage. Jaggers looks over the middle. He's got some pressure. Gets away from that one. Now looks up the field. Throws to the back of the end zone. Incomplete. Well over the head of his intended receiver out of the back of the end zone. So with 8:12 to go here in the 4th quarter, it's Caldwell County leading this one 41-36. And Bob will keep it right here after that score, since we just went to the timeout during the while the player was injured for LaRue County. It's going to come down to, can we stop number 20?
Mm-hmm.
That's what it's going to come out to. Every time we get him bottled back in, he's been breaking a long run, especially here in the second half. We've got to find an answer for Anthony Atkins and get a stop here in this 4th quarter. Easier said from up here than it is down on the field. They're the ones facing a kid that's 6'4", 225, and as strong as they come, plus some speed on top of that. So Caldwell County, Bob, the flag has shifted, and looks like the wind still at Caldwell County's back here in the 4th quarter, now blowing towards the Cab building here at Tiger Stadium. So hopefully Schultz can pin LaRue County back deep in their own territory with this kick. Barrett approaches the ball. It's a low line drive kick right up the middle. It's going to be fielded at the 13-yard line. LaRue tries to take it to the far side, still on his feet, brought down across the 30 at about the 32-yard line. And LaRue County will take over 1st and 10 from that point. Two minutes to play in Crittenden County. Bethlehem has closed to 33-27 after being down big in that one. And looks like about the only updated score coming in. Louisville Ballard now well out in front of McCracken County 34-18. Just a little over 6 minutes to go in that one. So it's LaRue County on the field in the all-familiar wishbone set. Handoff goes to Atkins, picks his way across the 35 down to about the 37, 38-yard line. And Bob, you got to figure both these teams are going to be well into the 40s. Maybe somebody's going to have to score 50 to win this one. Ball spotted at the LaRue County 38-yard line. Wishbone set coming up again for the Hawks. They do take a receiver out, though. It's going to be Baker on the keeper. Gets across the line of scrimmage and out near the 45. Looks like they're going to spot him with enough for a first down. I think that's just a matter of keying on Atkins, and Baker able to keep that one, pick up the first down out to his own 45-yard line. 7 minutes even now left to go in this ball game. It's been a good one here at Tiger Stadium. Several lead changes over the course of this one. Right now, Tigers out in front. LaRue County on the march out of the wishbone. They give it to the up back. He's hit and knocked down, maybe picked up a yard on the play, but a good job by the Tigers. In there, Travion Samuel, I think Wells in on the tackle along with that defensive line. It's been the second and long and third and longs. That's been a killer for Caldwell County. You would think just the opposite, but this is where LaRue County has been able to break Atkins and hurt us pretty bad, especially most of this second half. Very physical ball game. Wishbone set, no receiver. Handed off to Atkins, gets up the middle and across the 50 down to about the 48-yard line. Stopped well short of a first down. We're to bring up third down. Samuel and Davis on the tackle. And not Sammy Davis, but Samuel and Davis. Showing my age a little bit there.
Was he tap dancing when he went up there?
Ball spotted at the 48-yard line of Caldwell County. Third down and 3 for the Hawks. Out of the wishbone, Atkins, the near back in the back of that one. They give it to Atkins, picks his way, hit, and gets across. I thought they had him stopped for a minute at the 45. He's going to get down to the 44-yard line, and that'll move the chains one more time for LaRue County down to the Tiger 44. And on the gain, first down with 5:18 left to go in the ball game. Bob, has there been a turnover tonight? I can't remember of a.
They fumbled, but they got it back,
Right.
and I think we fumbled, we got it back.
It's going to be Atkins hit in the backfield. Good job by the Tigers on that one. He's going to be back to the 45. Caleb Burden with the big hit. I'm not sure if he should we give him the back to the line of scrimmage on that ball.
I think he lost the yard.
Ball back almost touching the 45. I'd say, yeah, we'll call that a loss of a yard. 2nd and 11 coming up for LaRue County. Caleb Burden hit the hole on that one. It's going to be a pitch to Belton on the far side. He's up across the 45, the 40, and goes out of bounds near the 30-yard line. We'll see where they'll spot this one. But well enough for a first down as LaRue County able to get outside on Caldwell County and pick up the first No, they're going to say it was out of bounds. Well, before that, I was looking at the side judge on this side. And now they are moving the sticks.
It's going to be marked at the 35.
Yeah, we'll give them to the 34-yard line on that one. First down, LaRue County, down to 4:22. Clock stopped with the player out of bounds. Wishbone set for LaRue. Hand off to Atkins, right up the middle. Stop just shy of the 30. You got to give the kid credit too. He's not only big and fast. His stamina is great. He's ran the ball a lot tonight.
I bet he has over 30 carries tonight. Probably over 200 yards rushing, or I'm sure with that, with those big 70-yard runs and 60-yard runs.
Clock still running under 4 minutes now as LaRue comes to the line of scrimmage. Two receivers to the left this time, I formation. They'll give it to the deep back. That's Belton, finds a hole and gets it up across the 25 down to about the 20-yard line. And that'll move the chains one more time. Bob, that Caldwell County defense has got to be getting a little bit fatigued at this point. It's been just a heavy dose of run after run after run by LaRue County. And the ball spotted this time on the 20-yard line. 1st and 10 from the 20 for the Hawks.
Obviously a big possession here. 3 minutes and 22 seconds and the clock moving.
Wishbone set. Connor Baker under center. He's going to hand off to Atkins. Atkins carries it down across the 15 to about the 14-yard line. 2nd and 4, and LaRue County eating this clock up on this drive. We're at 3 minutes to go in the ball game. Caldwell County's 5-point lead in danger on this drive. Be a great time to come up with a strip. And Caldwell County's going to stop the clock. 2nd down and 4 coming up when we come back. Or when we'll just keep it here. I'll tell you what, we'll just keep it here on this one and set the stage for you. 2:56 left in the ball game. Caldwell County leads this one 41-36, but LaRue driving. They've got 2nd down and 4 at the Tiger 14-yard line. That look at the scoreboard brought to you by our friends at Goodwin Insurance. Good luck to the Tigers from Goodwin Insurance. They're your locally owned independent insurance agency capable of handling all of your insurance needs. Bob, a very entertaining ball game tonight. Caldwell County was the favorite, but it's just been a heavy dose of run that's been almost more than we can handle at times out of big Anthony Atkins.
He's been a load. Obviously, he's carried their team tonight. Probably, obviously, all year long as well. Although they have another rusher in the backfield with over 1,000 yards, but Atkins has been the guy tonight.
Team's back out on the field after the timeout. Snap back, handoff up the middle. It's Belton pushing the pile now. He's down near the 10-yard line. I think he got inside the 10. And if he did, it's going to be 1st and goal. Clock stops while they take the chains down on the 1st down. Ball spotted 8-yard line. 1st and goal from the 8 for LaRue County. And they wind the clock. Bob, it's almost to the point, do you let them in so you'll have more time to use, or do you keep playing the defense? Because you know it's going to go to either Atkins or Belton. Hand off to the deep back. It's Belton. Gets it inside, and touchdown LaRue County. So that is Jeremiah Belton, the sophomore, puts LaRue County back up by 1, 42-41. And they will certainly try to go for 2 here to stretch this out to a 3-point ball game. Wishbone set for LaRue County. They give it to Atkins, and he's in for the 2. So with 2:18 to go in the ball game, Caldwell County now trails in this one 44-41. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Tiger Football on 1580, 103.3 WPKY.
Here's a reminder from your Princeton Electric Plant Board. Meter tampering is dangerous. Tampering with an electric meter is not only dangerous, it is dishonest and against the law. Stealing electricity by tampering with an electric meter may result in your arrest and can even risk your life. Tampering with meters results in increased utility bills that everyone has to pay. If you see anyone tampering with an electric meter, call the Princeton Electric Plant Board right away at 270-365-2031. Princeton Electric Plant Board, Princeton's #1 energy source.
Back to Tiger Football on WPKY. Caldwell County is going to take the kickoff and see what they can do with 2:18 left to go in this ball game. One of these two teams' season will end in the next 2 minutes and 18 seconds unless Caldwell County comes down and happens to tie it with a field goal. Couple of finals in tonight. Madisonville beats Hoptown 20-0. They'll play Franklin Simpson next week. And our friends over in Crittenden County, a big night. They beat Bethlehem to advance 33-27. So congratulations to the Rockets. Bob, you got to figure that it's the kick's not going deep. They haven't shown anything tonight where they think they can kick it deep. The wind's against them now, so you don't look for anything like that. We've just got to make sure we handle it well.
We have to handle it. That's the key here, Dennis, because it's been pretty tough handling these kickoffs from LaRue County.
They approach. This one goes to the far side, and it's fielded. Nice job over there. Caldwell County is going to have great field position.
Burden.
Caleb Burden.
Nice.
And he had to do that kind of diving towards the sideline, so a nice cover by Burden gives Caldwell County the ball. Let's see where they'll spot this one. It's going to be near midfield, not quite there, but we'll spot it at the 49-yard line. Caldwell County 49 yards away from going ahead in this one. 2:17 on the clock. Two receivers set each way for the Tigers. Jaggers drops back, three-man rush. He hits Hollowell on the swing pass. He's got it at midfield, breaks a tackle at the 45, and dropped down at the 43-yard line. Not able to get out of bounds. Clock still running with 2:04 to play in the ball game. Ball spotted at the 43. Second down and short for the Tigers. Puts Hollowell in motion. Quick hit coming this way to Parker. Parker catches it and gets down to the 40-yard line, maybe the 38. Parker hit, bobbled it, caught the pass, and gets it down to the 38. Well, the clock will stop for the chains to move. First down, Caldwell County. Ball at the 38. Jaggers, three receivers to the left, one receiver to the right in Parker. Jaggers over the middle, it's complete. And a piggyback ride for one of the LaRue County defenders. Ball up to the 33-yard line. Trail Riley on the reception. Minute 25 to go. Caldwell County quickly back to the line. Two receivers each way. You got to get set. Jaggers takes it, rolls to his right, looks down the field. Now he's got some pressure. Throws it away in the area of Oliver Parker. Good job by Joby Jaggers not to take the sack on that one. Incompletion stops the clock at 1:12 left to go in the ball game.
Who was the pass to before with the piggyback, Dennis?
That was Trail Riley on the reception right in the middle of the field. Third down and 5 for the Tigers.
Actually, 2nd and 5. Or is it 3rd and 5?
You got third on the far side. Three receivers to the right. East, the inside receiver. Jaggers goes out of it. It's going to be a little flea flicker back to Jaggers. Jaggers goes down the middle looking for Parker, and it's going to be overthrown. Incomplete. I think the wind may have been a factor on that one, Bob, as he let that one hang up a little bit. He had Oliver pretty much open there. The defender was within about 3 or 4 yards of him, but Oliver was open. Ball well overthrown into the end zone. So it comes down to this right now, 4th and 5. We've got to pick up the 5 or this season will come to an end. Three receivers set to the right. One receiver, Newsom, to the far sideline. Jaggers looks over, and I think Caldwell County needs to make sure this one, they're going to call a timeout. We'll keep it right here, Bob. Clock's down to a minute to play. Ball spotted at the 33-yard line. 4th down and 5 for the Tigers. We'll see what Caldwell County comes up with. But Bob, this has been a whale of a game as both teams have left it on the field tonight. 1 minute away from the season ending for one of these two teams. 101 back on the clock. Bob, I don't think, even with the wind behind us, you're looking at a 33, 43. It'd be a 50-yard field goal attempt should they try one from here. Even with the wind, I don't think that's really coming into play yet in this ball game. Offense comes out on the field. Caldwell County's got the play they want set up. Quick snap. Jaggers rolls, looks to the corner, and it's going to be overthrown. And the turnover on downs gives it to LaRue County. And Bob, I don't think we have enough timeouts left to stop it enough to make LaRue do anything.
I know we've used that one just there. I think we used one earlier, so we're only down to, definitely down to 1.
54 seconds on the clock, but this one over for Caldwell County as they'll see their season end at 8-4, barring something major happening here. It's just going to be victory formation for LaRue County. Baker takes a snap, hits the knee, and LaRue County is going to come in and pull the upset over Caldwell County, 44-41. They'll have to run another play, maybe 2. But the season will end for the Tigers here tonight. First time in 7 seasons they have not reached the regional final, as it was just too much Anthony Adkins tonight for Caldwell County.
Too much.
Snap down, knee down, 17 seconds on the clock. That's going to do it as both teams go to the sideline. The final here tonight from Tiger Stadium. Caldwell County drops a heartbreaker. It's LaRue County 44, Caldwell County 41. We'll be back to wrap this one up on the Trilogy Performance Sports postgame show coming your way in just a few minutes. Stay tuned for that. Bob will have all of the game stats. And I wanted to say we'll look ahead to next week, but we won't look ahead to next week. We might mention basketball here in the post-game show. That's up next for the Tigers, but a disappointing loss tonight for Caldwell County. Favored over LaRue, but just could not pull it out tonight, could not stop Anthony Adkins, and we end up on the short end, 44-41. We'll be back in a few minutes with that post-game show, so stay tuned. You're listening to Tiger Football on 1580, 103.3 WPKY, and worldwide at WPKYonline.com.
Great things at Planters Bank. When we say expect great things, what we're really saying is Planters Bank is here to provide the financial services you need. Planters Bank believes in the strength of our community and is a full-service financial institution. Our employees have a true passion for helping our neighbors, and it shows. See Jake Pepper and the rest of the Planters Bank staff at 208 North Jefferson. Planters Bank, member FDIC and equal housing
Hello,
lender.
this is Gloria Smith with the law office of Jeff Russo. Are you buying or selling real estate? Are you planning on refinancing your existing home loan? If so, you should be aware that you have your choice in which attorney provides the legal services associated with such transactions. Our law office has over 50 years of experience in real estate law. We pride ourselves on being cost effective and having a quick turnaround time. If you're in need of such services, call us today at 365-2763 or find us on the web at www.jeffrussolaw.com. We are located in downtown Princeton on the east side of the courthouse.
This is an advertisement.
The surgery team at Caldwell Medical Center knows the only minor surgery is surgery happening to someone else. So why complicate an already stressful situation with travel plans or a long commute? Our surgeon, Dr. Sue Petty, and her team of skilled nurses and technicians provide the highest quality of care right here in the comfort of your own community, close to your family and support network. To learn more, you can contact Caldwell Medical Associates.